Hello.
We're live. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
That Chai Cat, Sarcastic Grandpa, Double T, Cat. What is going on? Sugar Rush, Sylvan, Chocodon. We are here.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Jason is going to be, would you say, rescuing these?
Are you sure?
Oh,
Chris? Are you sure?
I think so. I would hope so.
But are you sure?
I'm here.
I'm here.
We were looking for some matte varnish. Jason, I have an old bottle of matte varnish. I just ripped it off my character.
I was going to say, you stole our matte varnish so you could
no.
make a freaking commercial out of it.
No, I used...
Of course you did.
No, Jason, hold, please. I did not.
Here we go.
Because that's an old label. That's an ancient one. Because I covered it.
Here we go.
Is it open? Is it a new bottle?
Here we go.
If it's a new bottle, let's see.
I'm not opening it. I've already got my airbrush loaded up with glazed wash medium.
Jason, you could use it.
Life sucks. I'm not cleaning the airbrush.
Oh, no. That wasn't me. How you doing, Jason?
Doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing
How was your
okay.
New Year?
The New Year was good. It was good. Yes, super duper. I had to rip his clothes off. Fired. That's right.
That's the is that technically the first firing of the new
That's
year?
it. Oh my gosh. An angel just got his wings.
Why? Because you got fired?
I guess so.
Is that how that works?
Wait a second. But so, Jason, tell us what you're doing today.
I am airbrushing glazed wash medium on top of a model that we got.
Okay. Just to mat it down.
You know, when I go through and want to, get into a new game,
yeah,
a lot of times I will go check the various resources on the interwebs and see if there is, armies to be had.
Sure. From
Previous owners and such. So, in this case, I found an old Dominion army for Conquest.
Mm-hmm.
And that old Dominion army was already painted. So that can help you speed up the process quite a bit.
Sure.
Because, having somebody else do the heavy lifting, doing whether it's just base coats or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm never afraid to look at an army or model that has already been painted, even if at first, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that paint's not great.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not always the issue, right? Sometimes are the colors good? Can I use the coloring? Right? And if the answer is yes, like, oh, it's got a good foundation, then we'll use it.
Hey, I'm a Mortal Kombat. Thank you so much for those subs. Those gifted subs. Welcome in, everybody. Getting the year started off.
This one is done with other companies' speed paint.
Yeah.
So I am going to go through and mat it down, which is going to take us a couple passes because they're very glossy. Mm-hmm. And then once we have it matted down, we'll do some tricks to use the underlying colors. This guy was nice enough to send me what his color scheme was, which was all done in GW paints, I believe. But I will be able to ascertain from that what colors in our line we can use.
Right.
And we will go from there.
Okay.
This bottle's got like massive amounts of tape on it. It's almost like it was wearing a suit or something.
Well, it was also matted down, so that might be an old bottle, to be honest with you. I had an old studio picture bottle. So, just so that you know.
This may be bad formula.
Yeah, it might be an original. I just took it for pictures, so I just thought about that.
All right.
Because I wouldn't ever take from my my best friend,
Streak is still alive, says Double T.
I would never take from Jason's.
This is a lie.
Paint.
Beyond all lies.
Jason, you know me about now. You know I don't touch these paints. You know this.
I know nothing
I know nothing.
other than my paints show up from time to time in weird locations.
Well, this is getting it. This is actually doing quite well. If Chris
There's a lot of gloss on this bastard.
there was, huh?
Like it's wet look gloss.
That is a lot. Jason, do you want me to go rattle can the other one for you?
Yeah.
I could
Actually.
I'll just do that. I have a bunch. Yeah, just give me the one you want to
Do
rattle.
we have matte
can.
varnish?
Oh yeah. I've got all that.
Rattle can matte?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, take that one. And these two guys.
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'll just do.
Yeah. We'll see if that works. I mean, that'll work very quick. Yeah, these are super matte, or super gloss. I may have him go do this one too. I really want to paint this one. Because I'm not able to really even knock that gloss down with just the glazed wash medium. For some reason, in this entire building, we couldn't find a bottle of matte varnish. So, that's our own damn fault. That is paint water cam. Yes. Yeah, this just isn't doing anything. Not doing anything. Our glaze wash medium can matte things down, but it doesn't work as well as matte varnish, obviously. So not doing us any good here, really. Thought we got lucky on the front. But not so much. It can okay. Rucket, no, it might be a combination of glossy primer and then glossy top coats, but they're speed paints. All the speed paints out there are fairly glossy compared to like our matte finish. When I say glossy, doesn't mean that it's super shine, but like this area, look at that. That's like, looks like it's wet. Where did you get a left-handed airbrush? You buy it on the shelf opposite the right-handed ones. When you go to the store and they show you the airbrushes, they're typically misleading you into trying to get you to buy a right-handed airbrush. You just have to look closely at the shelf opposite where they show you. There will be the left-handed airbrushes. It's a trick of the trade. You just have to kind of know. Otherwise, you'll be stuck. Right next to the left-handed hammers. What store are you shopping in? There used to be a left-handed store in the mall where I lived. We're knocking it down a little bit. I'm fast drying. I'm putting on thin coats and then fast drying it here. And that's working pretty well. That's knocking the sheen way down. but it won't be near as good as what Chris comes back with. But this is doable. This will allow us to paint this thing now because it's lost most of the shine. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Just right here on the face where I'm having to... I'm drying paint with it. Yep. Just air right now. I was pulling back like little brief amounts just to get a little bit of glazed wash medium. The glazed wash medium is matte. It is not as matte as our matte varnish. And a different resin, so it doesn't work the same way as our varnishes do. But in a pinch, because we couldn't find matte varnish here, since we moved all of fulfillment and production to the other building, when we need product here, it's a pain in the butt because we just don't guarantee that everything, we can't just walk back into production and fulfillment and guarantee we can grab stuff. Okay, that's a lot better. This area is still a little bit shiny here. This has actually started working a little bit better here.
Okay.
I'm using the airbrush to fast dry it, and it's working a little bit better.
I'm back.
Not great, but I'm forcing it.
We got it. That was the fastest matte varnish spray job I've ever done in my life. Brent, what's going on? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to their new year.
It's been pretty good, not gonna lie. The dogs have been just chilling. We just were chilling over the weekend. We
did some streaming.
I did one stream.
Looks good.
Once I took over the technology, stopped listening to my friend Chris.
Me? I don't know.
That you gave me that USB cable. I could have throttled you for that one.
Yeah, I see.
Not you, Sony.
That's okay. They tried.
He wanted me to hook the camera up
It's-
USB, and
It's
it turns out
always better with HDMI. That's
well, the
always
USB
better.
cable is meant for you having a laptop, and it doesn't maintain, the camera doesn't know you're trying to stream with USB. You have to disconnect the cable and reconnect it every single time.
Odd.
So the HDMI is the only thing on there that runs all
Oh,
the time.
you
which is
mean
good.
as inconsistent? Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm
It's
glad
made for
I'm
when
glad
you're
it got-
traveling with a laptop. It's not made for when you have a permanent install.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got
Turns
it
it
to
into a
work.
webcam. But yeah, it worked really good. I think the space is pretty good. It was funny when we were all sitting there and somebody goes, "What are you going to paint on?" And I was like, "Well, I thought about that earlier.
Your go bag.
I don't have a palette. I have a really good idea for the palette there that we might do here."
What's that?
So that we don't have to have the palette cam, because Chris hates the palette cam, and I would like to get rid of that and use that camera for something else. So
No, I use the palette cam.
no, you hate it.
No, I don't like it on screen, but I record with it.
Well, that's tough. So the
You're killing me, Smalls. What do you want to do it for?
I just got a neat little boom arm
Yeah.
that is made for iPads, but it'll hold up to a 13-inch, like, I don't remember, iPad monstrosity thing, or Microsoft, you know, big pad that's like a 13-inch diagonal pad.
Okay.
And it opens up to, like, I want to say it opens up to 10 inches on the claw that holds the iPad.
Yeah.
And so the palette is only 9.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use it to clamp the palette in so that I can have it. It's sturdy. You can get it, and it swivels in all these directions. So I can use the palette on my desk, but then I can grab the arm and pull it out over into the camera when I want to show people, and then push it back over out of camera.
Okay.
So for the home, that would be the best thing. Because I thought about it. I was like, it'd be nice to be able to still show the palette, but I have such a limited space on the desk.
Yeah.
But if I can raise it up over the desk surface, so I got the arm. I don't guarantee it'll work, but I'm going to let you know, and I'll take pictures, and it might be something that you want to use at home. The little boom arm was like $50.
That's not a bad idea.
Makes the palette a lot more expensive because the boom arm was like $50 and the palette's like 30. Those glass palettes, but all in all, if it works, it'll be a champ.
Okay.
I will enjoy.
TK, I always recommend just add magenta. They've got he's got a great little photo PDF on his Instagram.
I was like, you say just add bronze.
No, it's a touch of bronze. Just add bronze. There's a lot of we are here, folks. I am present.
Okay.
Okay, so
a couple problems with this. Whenever starting with a model that someone else has begun for you,
yeah,
I need to make sure that at least for what is painted, that anything that's similar has paint on it. And there's some, like the skulls seem to be all taken care of. Oh no, there's some skulls here that aren't, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll have to figure those out. There's like one skull embedded there that he just flat out missed. We could probably live with that. I can't recreate this base coat is the problem, right? Because I don't have really a great way to do that. So I would have to kind of just get close-ish. So we'll do that. There's this weird kind of the way that speed paint looks is almost like this dark orange brown. So that's what I'm going to use.
Oh.
So the first thing I want to do whenever I'm looking at models like this is make sure that I touch up the areas with something similar before I get going in too deep. Because if you just start painting right now and then you turn out, like right now I'm looking like this is, I think, cloth. Because it has torn and sculpted like cloth like these are. But these are all done in reds and this one's not painted. So I have to do something there too, right?
Interesting, yeah.
So I need to get close on these or choose to do it a totally different color, which I could also do. Yeah. We'll play around here for a minute. Let me move all this crap out of the way.
Is there any advantages to varnishing through airbrush over using a can?
Well, the airbrush is a much quicker way to let you varnish between coats as you're painting a figure.
Yeah.
Right? So whenever I'm using it to kind of change the sheen of something midstream, then it's a much better way to do that than having to go get a rattle can and stink up the place.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just going to take some of this orange brown, which is spot on whatever color this G. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
This is spot on that GW.
It almost doesn't look. You could barely tell that you're putting something over it, but as you get more on there, I can see it now.
Yeah, when I go into the lighter white areas, but this is pretty much exactly the color I would want. And so I painted this one skull this color.
Yeah.
But it was not over this, kind of white with the wash over it color. So I've got to do something there, but that works pretty good. Let me figure what I use. Maybe khaki. Khaki would be good. And this is knowing that I don't intend to keep the color scheme, but I need to just do a little bit of touch up here so that I can kind of just recreate what they've done reasonably enough across all the things that would look very similar. So I just need to make a very messy skull base layer here that fits in with the others. And so I'll bring my color that I am adding on here, which is khaki, and I'll take it onto some of the skulls in the same general vicinity as the skull I'm looking at. And again, this is pretty spot on. The khaki and the dark orange brown give me almost exactly the coloring of the speed paint that they've used.
Rocco says, I need to write this down. That looks like Skeleton Horde contrast from GW.
I think it is Skeleton Horde is what he told me.
Yeah.
Right?
Khaki over it looks great.
Yeah, but the khaki, and that's just because we have a combo of the khaki and the Skeleton Horde or whatever it's called. Okay? But knowing how to quickly get close is all we need.
Yeah.
Right? So I've got this skull painted down here, and now you can't really tell that skull right there wasn't painted as part of what he did. Okay? That's my goal.
Yeah.
And to kind of darken this one up too, because down here for some reason didn't get it much of the speed paint on it. We'll just do that. Now we're looking pretty good. And I mean, within reason, I don't care a whole lot. There's a lot of skulls on here and bones and things like that. But as long as most of what we're looking at is taken care of, I think we're good. We can pick out individual ones later, but that one was pretty upfront and, right in the path.
Alkiv says, just got 2 texture trainers from you guys. Are they good to go, or do they need to quick wash before starting to paint on them?
I never wash any model ever.
I've primed one right out of the box. You're good.
Yeah.
No need.
All right, so there we've tuned that skull so it fits in with the family there. We got to figure out, do we want to use the base of the red for all of what's going on here? I kind of think so. Right, because all of this is red.
Yeah.
So we probably want to do this in red.
Okay.
So let's just do that. This is kind of a good way to color match things. Right? So we know what he did here is took a bright white primer.
Yeah.
Because I can see it poking through all the color. So I'm going to base this with white real quick.
Okay.
A lot of times I will try to think of, okay, what was done on this model to get it to how it is? And then I'll recreate some of that. Obviously, I don't have the speed paint equivalent of what they did with other manufacturers' colors here, but I can recreate this close enough so that everything that we're about to do will look similar enough. Same way we just did the skull.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in here and just kind of...
And Mr. Blue, the whole idea of this is that, he didn't use he didn't use Citadel paints. It came like this. We're doing like a painting over...
we bought a whole army that was pre-painted.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody was selling the army. It already had paint. It was done very quick. Speed paint, washes, things like that. And I don't like to repaint models from zero, like priming over these and making them things that I have to just do from the get-go is one way to do it.
Yeah.
But why would I do that when these colors are actually pretty good, right? The overall look of this kind of ancient, jade with the purple undertones is something that I might have picked. They use like a royal purple shadow.
Right.
So the scheme and the thought process behind it is actually very good. So why would I not leverage that? When I first saw these on Facebook Marketplace, I was like, oh, interesting. Because there were a couple of these walking mausoleum guys that were just still in the base coat. They're just purple. And so they stood out, and it made me look at the rest of them and go, oh, he actually has some depth going on there and a good start, as if just some base coats had been done. And, when I look at models like that, I'm like, I can work with that. Yeah. I can make these colors that are on here really pop and create a really neat model, and it saves me a lot of time. Obviously, they're built, so I'm always looking for pre-built armies.
Right.
That's just a no-brainer for me. If I can find stuff that someone else has taken the time to build, then I'm game. Huzzah! Let's do it. Seems like there's another little bit of cloth in front of this right here.
Oh, I see that. There you go. Old Gamer says, when I buy the expert paint, do I still need the transparent paint? So my chart is already more than 400 than I have all my paints, or can I skip transparent or expert because they do the same?
They don't do the same thing. The transparent colors are single pigment, like many of the expert acrylics, but they're already liquid and they're very low viscosity. So they are kind of, you can airbrush with them. They act to do what inks would have done for you. The expert acrylics, much thicker, in some cases not, opaque. They're not all opaque, but they give you a lot more vibrancy and ability to play with them like a normal paint. It seems like there is a lot of this fabric on here.
It's kind of everywhere now that you start.
Well, there's a lot of this that is like wrap, right? Like that will be like cloth, but there's like banner fabric hanging back here too.
Yeah.
And over here. These are very strange models, not going to lie.
There's
so
a lot
I probably
of
want
bits.
to get all of it in the red and then change it later. I don't know that I want it to look like grandma's quilt and have, a ton of different fabric colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do all these areas that I can see immediately are intended to be the same material based on the sculpt.
Game Delay says, I'm currently building some Spire models from Conquest, and Jason getting a pre-made models is making a lot of sense.
Jason doing what?
Jason, getting pre-built models is making a lot of sense.
They're a little rough. The old plastics are rough to build, not going to lie. The new plastics are great. So they have really done some good work in that regard. So I am not mad at them at all. I've built now the 100 Kingdoms. I built that entire squad of knights that I've been painting. Those are at home. I'll continue to do those. Those have been great. Those were old plastics, but they went together pretty well. All the plastics go together well. It's just the old plastics, the way they have the sprues engineered, create a little bit of a problem for cleanup. Not going to lie. They're not great for that. Yeah, this side over here has the same thing underneath it.
Eek says, is there a shortcut for filling gaps between pieces in resin models? Or am I just doomed to suffer from the milliput and sculpting tools?
Depending on the gap, I like to just use super glue. It depends on how big it is, though, right? Our super glue is the Profix that we use will fill gaps. It's a little bit thicker viscosity, like a gel, but not quite a gel. And so you can use that. And I've shown multiple times how to do the seam scrape. So basically, let me see if I can find a model here where I can show you real quick. I think this thing's going to fall over. I don't have it balanced on this thing very well.
I think these are old Dominion, right?
These are old Dominion, yeah. We pretty much have now all the armies. I got...
Did you get any orcs?
So weird thing happened this weekend, Chris.
Of course. You got some more Conquest models.
It was a very strange occurrence. I was out driving. Sunday drive. A little stroll on the highway.
Oh, you picked these up in person.
I went to just a parking lot.
I'm sorry, a parking lot.
A parking lot.
Okay.
It happened to be the parking lot out in front of Gamers Guild Tempe.
Okay.
Just by chance. And so I might have gone into the store just to, say hello, hang out with my nerds. And then when I came out, there was a strange truck parked next to my car, all blacked out. Had me a little worried.
A strange black. Okay.
Chris and his FBI talk. It looked like a government Suburban. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
So it's black Suburban, blacked out Suburban next to my car. It's running. Guy inside.
Yeah.
So I'm approaching my car kind of cautiously. He's parked. I have to walk past said government car.
Okay.
To get to my car.
To get to your car.
And so as it's running, I walk by and I kind of glance over. Eye contact with the guy. Right. And so before I can get to my car, he steps out. Says, hey, are you that guy what paints minis?
Oh.
I said, I may be. He opens up the other door to his truck, and out from it pours an entire army for Conquest.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Whole army of Conquest.
I don't believe it.
Yep. And then they fell out of his truck, and I, being so surprised, kind of stumbled backwards and hit my key wrong, and it opened my trunk, and all the models tumbled into my trunk.
Oh.
And the guy looks at me, and I didn't know if he was angry or if it was love at first sight. But he goes, funny thing that they seem to have ended up in the trunk of your car.
Oh.
Right? Reaches out, shakes my hand, and says, yours now, not mine. Jumps in the truck and leaves.
Wow.
Burns out. Peels rubber.
A miracle.
And was just gone like that. It was like a
that's a miracle.
Like a weird Christmas miracle type thing. And so there I am, holding my keys, a little bit of sweat, a little bit of I don't know what just happened, looking in my trunk, and all of a sudden, right there, a whole city-states army.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a... Oh.
Yeah.
Who's building all of these for you?
Philip.
Shout out to Philip. All right, so Jason's got everything. That's the moral of the story, kids. Go up to black vans, which is
Approach
I'm just gonna
black
say
trucks.
this is probably not the normal occurrence for this situation.
I think you should always approach strangers in vehicles offering miniatures. That's what I'm going to say.
Legally, we do not advise to do any of this. Jason's experience was a miracle, if anything.
Christmas miracle.
Wow.
Pretty good, though. It's pretty good, though. I'm going to do some bold pyro red. I don't know if it's not really the right red because it has this wash on it, but we'll do a wash over it and get very close.
A challenge review is going to be Wednesday. What do you... I'm sorry, can you repeat that color, Jason?
Bold pyro red.
And you're going to try to make it into a wash, essentially.
Well, no, we're just going to put the bold pyro red over the white. So we're going to get a really good instantaneous vibrant red.
Oh, right, okay.
Right? We're trying to recreate what this person would have done. I just don't have a red speed paint. So I'm going to do it with bold pyro red and a wash. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Again, I'm just trying to get everything to a very close proximity of his color set when there are things on the model that aren't painted right. Now, if you were buying these and we're just going to put color on them, you definitely don't have to do everything I'm doing here. You could just you can skip these steps and move to the following steps that I will be doing if you're watching this video in the future. I like to make sure that if there is a lot of cloth on the model and he's picked out all the cloth in red, that I go and try to match that, because all the work I'm going to do is going to be based on turning his colors into something I like. So I need to make sure that I, paint everything as close to the way this person did so that I can start my process and keep moving quickly through all the various parts of the model that need to be painted.
Mark's got a bigger question here. Painting some human skin, layered purple, greenish yellow, red skin, and at the point looked fine, sort of like skinned human.
Yep.
Then glazed some tan flesh over it. Okay, so you're underpainting. And that's where it went south, because I introduced some nasty pale chalkiness, even though the skin tone without the chalk came out fine. How do I salvage this? More flesh on top might overpower the underpainting, question mark?
Yeah, you're going to build up opacity, right? So it sounds like you might have thinned the paint too much. I typically don't start with tan flesh. It's too bright. You want to start with a darker color normally, because the darker color is going to brighten up as you put it over like the yellow-green. And so I usually start with something burnt umber, shadow flesh, dark flesh. Dark flesh is really dark, so that might be too much. But a little bit of a darker skin tone. And then that way you're not having to do that multi-layer thin glaze with a color that's so bright like tan flesh. Because the tan flesh can get away from you if you're not careful, and you build up so many layers that you get that chalkiness you're describing. That's hard to overcome. You could, over the tan flesh, accent your purple, your red, and your light green, and then do it with a little bit darker color. And if you glaze the purple, the red, and the green over the tan flesh, then you can still get back to where you want to be and have it look really good. It's just going to add an extra step. That would be my suggestion.
In Kevoth, we don't know the green stone color because this is kind of like a rescue, like repaint job kind of deal we're doing. So we don't know technically the colors underneath here.
Funny enough, he told me what they are. It doesn't matter because I don't own them.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I asked him for his workup so that I could go in and know like the general terms, because there are some models that are not painted yet.
Okay. So yeah,
And
okay, you did actually.
I have some gray plastic models, and I asked this guy to give me his workup, and he did, which is great.
That is cool.
And by doing so, now I have the ability to take some of the gray plastic models that are models I want to use in the Army. I can take the gray plastic models and make them work. And this red is actually fairly close. It's not as vibrant of a red that he used, but I can glaze my red over the top of his, and this will all work. It'll be fine.
Really happy for you, Jason, and your Conquest miracle.
Well, see, I'm trying to spread the love and let other people play with the armies.
That's cool.
But only one person is taking me up on it, and that's Philip. Everybody else is like, no, I got to play 30K. No.
That's true.
I don't like you, Jason.
Oh,
Which is fine. I'm not a likable person, so I get it.
you're a likable person. What are you talking about? Don't talk about my friend Jason that way.
But yeah, so Philip is building 100 Kingdoms models for me. You know, Philip got super lucky on that deal because he picked up the bunch of 100 Kingdoms models to paint.
I see.
I took the Household Knights.
Oh.
And the Household Knights are old plastics. And I was like, when I pulled the box out for him, I said, Phil, let's open this box because I don't want to do to you what this might be doing if all of these are old plastics. Popped them open. Every other knight in that box, the other 12 of them are all new plastics. So somehow...
The one he got?
Yeah. So somehow, all the models I have to paint are the old plastics.
What's the difference?
Just the way they're manufactured.
Okay.
The old plastics, the way the sprue hits the piece is really bad. And it causes lots of problems with the piece that have to be cleaned. I say lots. There's not lots of problems. It just means you have to do more intense cleaning of the piece. And the new plastics, they've Archon Studios over in Poland, killing it. So... kudos to the Conquest team and to the Archon Studios team for really making some great plastics out of the new stuff. The old stuff's just a bear to work with.
Chris, hope your knights are coming along. Jason, my knights are tabletop ready, but I don't know how to finish the black armor with the true metallic trim. Should I just follow the black armor workup from that video?
You could, yeah.
You could. Yeah, I built my knight and I primed it this weekend.
Oh, did you?
I did. I started painting it.
And?
It's a big one.
It's a big one. They're
big
big models, man.
Yeah, and I was kind of disappointed. My base was warped, so I reached out to them to see if they will replace it.
The base, the plastic oval?
Yeah, the big one, which is kind of a huge bummer, to be honest.
You can heat it up.
I tried. It
didn't work
It was not working for some reason.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Anyway, I do like that model. The Lancer is pretty cool.
They're bitching. It's got a big spear and a shield, right?
Big spear. I'm going to try what you did with the lightning, right?
Uh-huh.
There's little connectors in the shield.
Yep.
Right? Where it definitely is like for lightning. So,
like how you said that, for lightning.
For lightning.
All right, I think we got it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I am
very bright
excited
red.
to try it.
By the way, that's a great way to get very, very vibrant reds in one step. Punch it with some white underneath it. Remember, you can prime your model black and then pick out certain details with titanium white like that and then paint them red and in one coat get just such a vibrant color. You don't have to spend a lot of time working it up. 2 layers, one white, one color are fine. Now, what they've done here with the wash on these parts, because he used a speed paint and a wash combo on a lot of these things, he said, and I don't know exactly what or how, nor do I have those colors. So I'm just kind of looking at what he's got going on here and thinking to myself, I could probably pull this red off with a black wash.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Like just going straight over it with a black wash.
Seem kind of right.
And Avian's ask Jason, how bad are the old plastics versus the bottoms of the Kami?
The bottoms of what?
I don't understand your question here, Avian. Help me help you.
Some of the Kami? What are we talking about, Kami?
Vice of Vice, the bottoms of the... Here's the question.
What does the bottoms of the Kami mean, Avian? Right, yeah, we're going to put some black wash on that. I think black is the right answer here. I could use the brown gray, but... yeah, let's do the brown gray.
Okay.
The brown gray is going to have a little bit less of an impact on it overall if it's not right. Whereas the black, if it's not right, will gray out colors, right? That's what black wash does. It will desaturate it a little bit, which I'm not afraid of here, but I think I want to start with the brown gray. It'll give us it'll keep a little bit more of the red warmth on there overall. Yeah, brown gray better with the red, exactly.
Wake Titans asking if I should would priming in dark brown be a better choice over black for a richer gold for an army scheme.
Could very well be, yeah.
Also, just so that you know, these 2 videos are all about true metallic golds workup, and Jason does a quick workup and then does some glazing tips. So check those out if you're painting gold. It's a great example. He uses warm brown on one of those. Speaking of helping me help you, let me help you pack your things, Chris. Fired. Little Billy. Wow. He's back.
He's back. Little Billy's back. The king has returned.
And your band.
Been
nice knowing you, Little Billy. This is the year that Chris doesn't take crap from nobody. I'm turning over a new leaf, Jason.
Oh, you said it right.
That's right. It's all been a show up until now.
Holy mackerel, there's a change in the air,
I've
chat.
been told that I'm too nice.
Too nice?
I'm too nice, Jason.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm going to do?
Who lied to you and told you that?
I am going to change my ways. More evil!
More evil!
That's what I'm doing. First of the 5, yes. Keep me accountable, Lumberjack. That was my first band. I won't ban you, Little Billy.
Does he get 5 a day?
No, 5 over the year.
What?
And they'll be hung from the banisters behind me. I'll put their names up publicly.
Oh, like
first band. I won't do that. I think that'd be hilarious, but I won't. Yeah. My New Year's resolution is to be more mean, less forgiveness.
Less forgiveness, more evil.
Evil!
Okay, chat. This is what we're dealing with this year. Seems like.
Game Delay. I'm very curious who told Christopher he's too nice.
Yeah.
I have some follow-up questions for
you and
them.
me both.
You're right, Game Delay.
Did we nail it or did we nail it?
That's pretty dang close. I think you nailed it. Now, would you go over the old ones?
That's what I'm doing a little bit here.
Okay. Just to kind of tie it
Only
all
where
together.
it looks like they didn't get any wash.
Oh,
right?
I see.
There's some spots here that they didn't get. Like I had to touch up some spots where they only had like the white paint. They didn't get the what should we call it? Speed paint on it. That's pretty good, yeah. So we've matched it pretty well.
Carl Duty, 24 total. New bottles of Pro Acrylic acquired for Christmas.
So I just fake red speed painted.
Vengeful
and I feel like we got that pretty
right.
close.
That's right, Doghouse.
I like it.
I'm a good person, but not today.
But not today.
Not today.
I thought you just said your whole goal was to become more evil.
Evil!
Please do it like that all the time.
Ronan.
Chess, this is a year where I've decided no longer to be good. I will only be
evil. Just picked up the gloss and matte brush on varnishes, trying to get a mix together that protects my minis without making them look too glossy or kill my true metallic metals. Any advice on a mixing ratio?
Picked up the gloss and matte brush on varnishes. They're airbrush varnishes, but you can brush them on.
That's true.
So our varnishes are not going to be super protective. Okay, let me say this the right way. I don't want to scare people off. Varnish protects as well as another layer of paint, right? Until you start using heavy solvent varnishes like enamels, lacquers, things like that. I'm just using air out of the airbrush right now to speed dry this so we can get going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you brush them on and you want to keep a little bit of gloss, a good way to do that is to matte varnish the whole model and then go back with gloss varnish and gloss in some of the places if the gloss is too powerful, because the matte varnish will protect the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you matte varnish the whole model, that's a great start. Be careful if you're brushing it on to not build up a lot of matte varnish in low spots, because a bulked up amount of matte varnish can kind of haze over when it dries. So you don't want to thin it with water. You just want to put thin coats on the model, right? Don't thin the varnish, right? A little bit of moisture on your brush is okay. Just put it on in very light coats, right? Don't glop it on. Do the matte varnish first. Let that dry. and then gloss the things you want glossier, like, say, the metallic armor. Because by putting a matte varnish on and then putting a gloss varnish over it, the matte doesn't hurt your paint. It won't keep the paint matte. You can put gloss over it, and that'll brighten it up and bring the shine back. But if the gloss is too glossy, then you can mix the two of them together however you want, right? So you can get more satin if you put like just a drop of gloss into 5 drops of matte. It satins it out, and that might be what you're looking for. But I always matte varnish first. Or vice versa. If I have a really heavy-duty gloss varnish, then I might gloss varnish first and then matte over the top of that. It's up to you. Do one and then use the other to get the actual look you want. All right, cool. I think that's pretty good. I'm not mad at that. I think we know. Mine's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Right? Than these.
But it's still pretty close.
At the end of the day, with the way I'm going to paint it, it's not going to matter. So that works really, really well. Okay, so now we've done what we needed to do. There's a whole bunch of other things on here that won't stay the colors are all, like little metal dishes and the scale mail that we'll do in metallics and things like that. This cloth on the arm, we'll paint that later. But I'm not worried about that right now. There is some area up in there that's still white that I might want to do something with. I'm going to put some royal purple or some dark purple on that real quick.
What's up, Mo?
I'm just now seeing we have something that has no paint on it. So somebody asked, am I just painting random minis from Conquest? We have 6 armies.
Shark is he's at this point he's kind of like picking up a model here and there.
I have purchased 6 full playable armies for Conquest. So am I just painting models I like right now? Yes. Will we be painting one of everything? It seems like it.
At this point, yeah.
It seems pretty damn near us getting to the point where I'll just be painting one of everything this year.
Selfishly,
so get Parabellum on the horn. They owe me big.
Selfishly,
I'm single-handedly bringing this game back.
Well, just saying, they're nice to film because they're bigger.
Yeah.
So you can see a lot more details on these too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You understand what I'm saying, Jason?
No, I don't understand anything you're saying. I do not understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, Chris.
This is the big one, chat. He knew. Faded green.
We have some choices here. If we want to lean into the greenishness of this stone, which I like, we can do that.
Somebody was mentioning how they liked the greenishness of this stone.
I think brown, the bright warm gray is maybe the better choice here. It's going to go better with everything. We're going to do bright warm gray.
Oh, I can talk all right, Curtis.
Chris is a talker.
You know what? Less talk.
First thing I asked his mother when I met her.
Yeah.
He's like, has he always been this way? And she said, let me tell you.
It's true.
He came out telling me about his 3 wives as a newborn. Before they cut the umbilical cord, Chris was already talking about his divorcees and all the children and the alimony.
I'm older than Jason.
By a long shot. 93.
Yeah.
93.
I'm suing Spotify for defamation of my name.
Defamation of character.
No, Spotify is like, Chris, I'm so sorry.
I'm suing for defamation. Get a nice DD2 out. Bazinga. Season that brush just perfectly.
Game delay. Jason is the reason I finally pulled the trigger on Spires and 100 Kingdoms box. So, yeah. Oh, you're not the first game delay. It seems like everybody's been saying that.
I have had a tremendous amount of people say, damn you, Jason.
Look at that.
I bought some Conquest models.
Look at this.
Yeah, this is the first thing. I'm going to go over every single part of this.
Oh, I like some dry brush. I like it when you dry brush.
I like it when you call me Big Dry Brush.
That is great. What is this? Is that bright warm gray?
Bright warm gray.
Wow. Look at this guy go. I don't know what to do with him. Who knows? Look at him. Look at him cooking. Just a chef if I've ever seen one. Love me some dry brushing.
Little cayenne pepper.
I'm really happy for you in this journey. I mean that. Oh.
A little too much paint on that first brush stroke I saw.
Hey, little dry brush here and there never hurt, you know? Wow, this really makes this model come alive instantly.
This model is perfect for dry brushing. I mean, like whoever built this army, like design-wise, was like, you know what I want? I want an army that I can dry brush in a day.
Write that down. No, I'm recording this bit. I wanted to make a little series about rescuing old models, repainting. Never. You don't need to reprime all the time.
Nope.
This is not reprime Jason.
No, when I see stuff like this, now had these been all some color I can't stand, it might have been a little bit different. But
Yeah.
even then, I try to think of ways that I could use the base coat as just that, as an underpaint base coat. One of the things I show you all the time is, underpainting flesh with the greens and the reds and stuff like that. Well, you can imagine if these models were all painted yellow for whatever reason, and I was like, God, I don't want those models yellow.
Yeah.
But I could use the yellow as an undercoat for something else.
I mean,
And not have to reprime and actually have that yellow be time saved.
Yeah.
At that point. My goal is time saved because this army can look really good, really quick by using this other guy's paint job.
Uh-huh.
Even if you look at the paint job and say, that's a little rough and sketchy and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Right?
You can just get it.
I treat it like base coats where it's supposed to be rough and sketchy, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's already 10 times better just with a dry brushing on them.
Well, like you said, this model also just lends itself to amazingness.
The whole army does.
Yeah.
Literally, this whole army does, because they are all kind of this broken statue, undead.
They got zombies in this game?
That's what these are.
Oh, I see.
They're all the zombie faction. This is the part of the 100 kingdoms that died in a cataclysm and was brought back. I guess their god came and was pissed off at them.
Yeah.
And unleashed a cataclysm, and the people that escaped formed the 100 Kingdoms, and the Old Dominion is the warriors and everything that died in the cataclysm.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
So they're the
All
dead humans.
So you got Philip making the rest of your other armies. You've got this. We got a lot of models going on,
I
chat.
built a lot. I continue to build a lot.
For all of you just now tuning in, welcome. It is 2026. The year
What?
of evil. No, I'm
It's
kidding.
a year of evil.
We already have a big year planned ahead. Just you wait, chat. Just you wait.
And yes, I am doing the skulls, the red, everything with this, even though it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's just a unifying dry brush. It's going to bring all the colors kind of into this weird gray area of blended, not blended, that we can start picking colors out over. But that's pretty good.
Brent, thank you so much. The 15 years and the 15 years, the 15-second review, all those thumbnails. I'm glad you liked it. It's fun.
You can see like the stuff like this, where he doesn't have on the foot troops. These are your zombies, by the way. They're very skeletal. You can see it, that face.
Oh.
Some of them have a little skin on them and stuff still, but
I see. Oh. I didn't varnish those for you.
nah,
I could have.
I'm just playing.
Nice.
On
Yes,
the models that are this small, the dry brush will knock a lot of the gloss off. The bigger model is just tougher.
Key, yes, the secret sauce will be available at launch, I believe.
What do you mean? The medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret sauce medium.
Yep, 12 colors plus medium, so 13 total paints at Adepticon is the goal.
There's a lot going on this year, chat. A lot going on. It's only day 1.
Well, it's day 5, technically.
No, this is day 1.
Okay.
We're 5 days
I'm not going to
ahead.
argue with you, Mr. Evil, but this is technically day 5.
This is our day 1.
I've been working. I don't know what you were doing. I've already had meetings prior to today.
No, this is it.
Yeah, so even
Day
on the little
1.
guys, that just gives you so much.
I mean, if you're into that, that's pretty cool.
Considering that, we were delivered this.
Kava saying, why a varnish? He was doing that to take the shine down.
Yeah. On the bigger models, they were a little bit too shiny.
And it was bright, warm gray.
Yeah, this is bright, warm gray.
Ogre, he did not wash those nights. Again, if you're just now tuning in, Jason purchased this off of, well, I'm sorry. He received it in his trunk. No, that was a different model.
That's a different army.
Jason received these models pre-painted with somebody else's paint job.
Off of Facebook.
And he's going for it. Twister Farmer, the weathering pigments will be coming out sooner than that. Those will be coming out in January.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for those. We're finalizing those right now as we speak. As we speak. As I lay here.
Beige gray? Yeah. Why not?
Beige gray, huh?
I'm going to do some dry brushing on the base, too, since I'm out here doing this.
Oh, I see.
Before we do too much more painting, I can get all the nasty style painting out of the way. Need a larger angled.
What? That's an interesting comment.
What's that?
Wash your model washing is optional.
Yes.
I see.
Like I've said multiple times, I don't ever wash models. If you do need to clean an old model like these, because they come and have cat hair and whatever. If you buy models from other people, I've seen them in all sorts of horrible states. Cat hair all over them, dust. Warm water, no soap is all you'll ever need. It should get everything knocked down to where you need it as far as cleanliness for painting. And the water will dry off the model, whereas the soap, believe it or not, models are porous.
Yeah.
And soap, especially on a new model that's new plastic or resin, the soap will get trapped inside the plastic and resin, and it may leave behind oils and deposits that, while not being dirty, keep your paint from adhering correctly. So I never tell people to wash models.
Ketone says, how well do the weathering pigments stick to the bases? It seems like that sort of thing would fall off.
No, I mean, once you put them on and they get on there, then they tend to stay very well. They will rub off if you use wet hands on them or something. So that's why you take a coat of varnish once they've sat there for a bit, and you do a very thin brushing of varnish over the top to lock it in, or airbrush varnish when you airbrush varnish your model. Rattle can might have too much pressure. It depends. If you let the pigments sit on there for a day or so, obviously they're not wet and cure dry, like when they dry on there, but they sit on there, and just like, grinding dirt into your knee of your jeans, yes, it'll wash out, but it won't just fall off. And that's what the pigments do. They're like grind into the model when you brush them on. You don't press very hard, but they still stick by virtue of just grabbing onto the paint. And you can't just blow on it. The excess that couldn't touch the paint will blow off. But everything that was in touch of the model will stay. So you might put it on a little heavy, blow on it, and then see that it looks exactly the way you want it. Let that sit for a bit, and then when you go to varnish your whole model, it'll lock it in. Now, the thing that happens when you varnish your model is sometimes the intensity of the weathering pigments diminishes. Yeah. They dilute a little bit because they do, get wet and then dry back onto the model when you put the varnish on. But that's the way I do it. That's all that the pigment fixative and things that you'll see other companies sell, all it is a varnish.
Chaos Angel says, I have a bust I'm doing that has bat/demon wings. Do I make the skin on the wings transparent? There's also, how do you? Okay. There's also light in the middle of the model, and I need to show the light through the wings as well. That sounds like a lot, Chaos Angel. Sounds
I'd have
cool,
to see a lot of the bust to understand. Making the wings translucent so that light comes through it, like if you were to shine a flashlight through your hand and see the bones and stuff on your fingers, right? That's the easiest way to get the idea. Like get in a dark room, turn a flashlight on, or the camera on the flashlight on your phone, and shine it through the space in your fingers, and you'll see that it brightens up along the edges, and the darkness is where the bone and the gristle is, right? And so when you do that, what you're going to see through translucent wings is like maybe the veining of it, right? And so then if you add light behind it, you would do just like that flashlight on your fingers. So go Google a picture of scary flashlight through fingers, and that'll set it up for you and show you what you need to be looking for.
Question, what colors are the weathering pigments? Also reporting for my band Viva Gabe. Bear Paws, great question. Not going to be answered. You're fired.
Reporting for your band, Viva Gabe. Viva la Gabe!
I don't think so.
the pigments, there's 8 colors of the pigments. There is raw umber, burnt umber, raw sienna. I have them here.
You have the test ones down there.
I should just read them off. Do I still have them?
Yeah, they're right there in your expert acrylics bin.
Here.
Yeah, those are the test ones. We're putting new stuff on the top, but those are the test ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've got the unbleached titanium, which is kind of a neat sand color.
Yep.
Right? And then you've got raw sienna, more of like a yellowish. Black iron oxide, right? Burnt sienna, or burnt umber, sorry. A warm brown, very dark warm brown. And then we've got the yellow iron oxide.
Yeah.
Which is less orange than the raw sienna.
Right.
Then you have the red iron oxide, like your Martian Earth color. Your titanium white. What's that? 3, 6, 7. Last one is the raw umber. Right?
There you go.
The raw umber is a more greenish, yellowy brown. So this is what you got to work with.
Can we get a Payne's gray pigment? I don't know about that one.
And you can mix them how you like.
Nice. Cool.
And believe it or not, I tend to put them on fine grit sandpaper to mix them.
To mix them?
Yeah, it's an old holdover from when I used to grind my pigment out of chalk pastels.
That's cool.
Right?
Interesting.
So I would get chalk pastels and grind them out onto sandpaper, but when you're mixing it, the sandpaper texture with your brush makes them mix really well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, that works
Nice. All right, Jason, what's next on this thing?
All right, now we got to go back and pick out details. I mean, it's really that easy, right? We have this model that now is really close to being done.
Yeah.
We need to make what we're trying to do is get rid of the nastiness of speed paint.
Right.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
Right. And so the quick dry brush and everything knocks that back a bit, which is why we did it on all the colors. It gets a kind of a blended desaturation on the whole model. Now we have to go back over that with the coloring we want on all of like the banners and such, and skulls too, right? So, like I said before, what we're doing is we're trying to create a situation where everything that was on here before is just a base coat. So now we've created a really cool base coat. We've given it some highlight with the dry brush. Now we're going to go back over the top of all that with stuff like bone.
Nice.
Or the bones.
Ogre is saying, is golden yellow, orange, red, and red black a good workup for lava?
Golden yellow, orange red, red black.
Yeah.
I would use burnt red. Red black is probably okay. Burnt red has a little bit more intensity on the red. So I might do that instead.
Mr. Blue is saying, are you going to paint that base rim black?
Yeah, 100%. Anybody got time for brown base rims? Although brown is the only other acceptable color, by the way.
I did dark umber on my Blood Bowl bases and really loved how it came out. But I'm also thinking about going back and writing the names of each of the players in white text on their bases.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun.
I've seen some that do like the player nameplate thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
So now you're just going back and you're picking out highlights?
Using bone and just picking out, highlights and letting this be an underpin color or an underpaint color if you want for my bone going over the top here. And the bone, I've got quite a bit of water on my brush, but the bone is going to be a fairly opaque top coat here.
Bone's a great color.
And it lets me use the messy browns that were on this as a good way to get more depth out of the skulls without having to put a lot of effort into it, obviously. Let the pre-painted miniatures do the work for you.
I Can't Give a Duck says, you look like sort of man who appreciates a good dad joke. Am I correct?
I don't know where you got that.
He
idea.
loves dad jokes. And I Can't Give a Duck says, I'm really worried about the cows, which started smoking weed. Something has to be done. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Ugh.
Hold.
How did we get here? How is this the world we live in?
Yikes.
How is this
Papa
the
Chicken
world
says,
we live
do
in?
it. I'm so proud. Papa Chicken, your beautiful attitude and willingness to spread love and joy has spread throughout the chat. God rest your soul. Can you mix the pigments for more color depth in your dirt, in quotes?
Sure.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's what I
would
was
be
saying.
cool.
You mix them.
Yeah.
Layer them on one after the other. Mix them together. Do whatever you want.
Wirehead.
Works like a champ.
You know what else works like a champ?
Me.
Speaking of working like a champ.
Me.
Speaking of working like a champ.
Me. Also me.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome in, everybody.
We got
Jeez,
there.
wow.
We are so glad you're here. We got a lot going on. We're going to be painting some Conquest. Surprise, surprise. And by surprise, I mean there's a lot of surprises coming up. There's a lot of Conquest, a lot of surprises. Jason found these models on Marketplace, I believe. Doing another paint job over an old paint job.
There's a
fun.
Conquest buy sell trade North America.
There's a
Facebook group.
Conquest buy sell trade. We buy all Conquest.
We have been lately.
So we're going to be doing that.
I got beaten out on one army I wanted.
This is looking good, Jason. Oh, Hoosier says, why did Santa only give presents to only the letter E? Because the rest of the letters were not E. Oh man, Hoosier, that one is rough. You're a good person, I know you. But dang,
I don't know that I can give people the benefit of the doubt anymore.
I don't know. Let me give you.
That was horrible.
Hoosier, that was a big one. He did not, Sir Blame, he did not strip the paint. He just started over it, over the old paint. Yep, that's what he did. Yes, sir-ree.
Yeah, we're just taking the models as they came and using the colors that were on them as our base coats and working up from there. It helps save you a bunch of time and can turn it into something that, you know, looks more the way you want it on the table for sure, with minimal effort in most cases.
I'm not doing it. Not doing it, Ryan. Ryan says, Chris, what's a pirate's favorite letter? And I said, probably W.
Why is it W?
I don't know. Because it's not R. R. Hoosier. How about this one? What kind of shoes do chickens wear? Reebok? Oh, that one was good. Just okay.
I think the world and me have a different variation of the term good.
That one was just okay. All right. Oh, Shark says, at least these dad jokes are better than German sausage jokes. Those are the worst. The
worst?
The worst. Worst.
It's versed.
No, it's worst. You heard Jason.
Those are the worst.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? Probably me, Tommy. Too
An
many
orange
dad
parrot?
jokes. An orange parrot. Chris, you didn't read the punchline. I did read the punchline, Ryan. What are you talking about? I did. I literally read it right in front of you. What are you talking about? I'm getting this back on track. You think so, but it's not Army Boy. You would think so, but it's a pirate's first love was always the sea. It's not my boy. Okay, thank you. This is painting, all right? I know y'all came here for something, some reason, and this is the reason. It's paint time.
They certainly didn't come here for, well, they did.
Shenanigans.
We kind of advertise bad jokes. That's
no,
my
we
fault.
don't. We advertise we're switching the stream, you guys. It's going to be 90-10 this year. All right, everybody, calm down. It's going to be
90-10 what?
90-10. 90% painting time, serious business painting, 10% jokes. And you're wasting a lot of the 10% today. So
so
just
from
be
now on, it's
careful.
not 90-10. Now
Just-
it's like 60-40.
just be careful, chat. 90-10. I've been told to keep a tight ship.
Wrong paint. I have too much paint on my palette.
No. 100% painting. And 110% fun. Wow. Commando says 90-10. That's lean and mean. Yes, sir. Jason's got a regiment. I want him to paint. Isn't that right, Jason?
It's a regimen.
No, it's a regiblooned, Jason. A regiblooned.
I never can remember. I think it was on Chappelle's show.
Okay.
Or was it Saturday Night Live? They had the character who made a bunch of words up. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
He misused all the big college words.
I don't know.
I want to say it was like a pimp character, which makes me think it was on Chappelle's show.
I have no idea.
Well, that's Chris.
What? Commando Ken says, how are Jason's Blood Angels?
They're great.
They're great. And over there.
They're great. They're right over here.
Jason is on a Conquest kick.
Do what I want.
I think Jason had a lot of non-metallic metal trim, and he needed to take a break. And now we're here. Vivo!
I saw a giant spider, and I wanted to know where the hell the model came from.
And now we're here.
And now we're here. Funny how the world works. That's exactly what happened. One model changed the course of the show.
No.
I mean, have you looked at all these boxes?
I've seen them.
Yeah.
They're very difficult to get around.
That's all because of one model.
One model. I hope everybody is enjoying their new year thus far. Hopefully you've gotten some time to paint. And hopefully you're painting along with us. That's kind of like the stream nirvana for us, right?
If they're taking time to paint
with us alongside
while watching the show.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Lumberjack says...
I hate that.
Lumberjack Tim says, is Jason talking about Pootie Tang? Is it? Is that the character?
Is it Pootie Tang?
It might be. That sounds familiar, actually. Hoosier says, Conquest models are so freaking awesome. I have Nord's Army. My son has Dwegom.
Nice. Yeah, I've got the Dwegom here.
Call me Moldson. I love listening to you guys as a podcast or whatever I'm doing. Really? Well, we don't classify this under the YouTube podcasting because we do this live. We do this live, Chad.
What makes that different?
It's just the tab, essentially.
You can't podcast live?
I don't think so, actually. No, we do. No, I don't think so. I could try, but no, I don't think so. But this is not really a podcast.
Isn't it?
Not really.
We just happen to be doing different things
no,
with
this
our
is
hands?
this is a live show. Podcasts are more like those recorded,
I mean, some people do them live, don't they?
I know, but you're doing demos, right? It's more of like this is just a live demo
I mean,
show.
I try to, but most times it's you just over there blabbing.
Me? What are you talking about?
And the rest of the world just trying to say, what is going on with this crazy person?
Rarely. It's 90-10. I told you, I'm meaner this year. I'm taking a hard stand on paint this year.
A hard stance?
Good stance.
On paint.
Yeah. I'm serious.
Did you know, fun fact.
I'm done. I have reached
Zach Della Rocca.
Okay.
Where I met Zach Della Rocca from Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Was in a band called Hard Stance.
Hard Stance?
Yep.
That's a great band name.
He played guitar.
I'm taking a hard stance, Jason, on making sure that our podcasts are. I said podcasts because I just read podcasts there
See?
from John. No, our live. We do it live. We do it better than a podcast. We're doing this live. How much? Like, what else do you want, world? Come on. We could do a podcast, Jason.
Well, I don't understand. I don't think podcast is about the recording.
Heck yeah, man.
I think the podcast is that you're
We
just
would do more
casting yourself talking about things.
Nah, I don't know.
It's what we do.
I think we do more than that.
This is the paint cast.
We do it live.
We just have a new thing.
We could. We could do this.
Just because everybody else are sissies and record themselves so they can fix it in post.
Fix it in pre!
We just have to do it live. We just got to get it right the first time.
I think we could have a fun podcast.
Well, of course we could.
We could.
But we already do this.
Let's do all of it.
I don't know that that's how the world works, Christopher.
Man.
For those of us that actually do enjoy sleeping, that might not be what we want to be doing.
A wise man once told me,
sleep when you're dead.
Sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, I know.
I'm here to be a part of this.
Where's that wise guy now?
2026. Yeah,
Wait,
he's dead.
Let me guess.
He's really tired. I'm really glad we're all here. It's a bright, beautiful future. Hopefully you're all making painting goals. If you're into that kind of thing for the new year, if you're not into that, no big deal. Hopefully you're just putting paint on the model. Take pictures. Show us. Show us what you're working on.
You're into that resolution thing?
Jade, speaking of sleeping when dead, Monument Hobbies, I got my mic to show up in OBS. Nice, Jade. I'm glad you figured that out this weekend. I was getting frustrated with you. I'm like, how is this not working? I was going back and forth with Jade. Jade's one of our loyal.
Jade, what caused
Loyals.
you to reach out to this man after I told you not to do that?
What?
After I told you we had a professional that we could refer you to.
Jason.
You then reached out to Christopher?
I am a professional. I was going to give you a present this weekend, too.
Me?
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
I actually did. You see all those things on my desk? You see all those vintage lenses Gabe found?
Nope.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You didn't?
When have I been to your desk?
Gabe found a bunch of vintage lenses.
When have I been over near your desk?
Never.
Exactly.
It's a sad thing.
There's a reason for that.
I guess so.
It smells funny.
Me? I smell decent. All right.
You're okay.
I am walking, so I might get a stank every once in a while.
You're okay.
Because I'm walking.
You're okay.
I'm walking to Mordor this year, chat. That's my goal.
Is that the app that they have?
There is an app.
I was wondering.
I'm walking to Mordor.
I saw that app, and I was like,
go.
Oh, Chris is going to come in and say he's walking to
Mordor. Should have been doing that, recording that this last year. Probably walked to Mordor already. Oh, okay. So now you're going in with the brown.
Just some wood.
Okay.
Just some of the wood. Bouncing around, base coating things. Get everything to kind of be the color you want it to be. I can pick out what's what material-wise.
Is that dark umber?
Yeah.
Love me some dark umber.
A little bit of dark umber on here to get the wood kicked off because there's these weird beams.
Mr. Blue, are we going to get a stream of Chris on his treadmill walking? No, you will not.
He does work on a treadmill.
Keeps me focused.
Does it really?
Absolutely.
I'm weird. You've seen me. Like, you tried to shoot that commercial, and I'm like, I can't walk on those things. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it.
It keeps me really dialed in.
I literally cannot walk on a treadmill. Never have been able to.
Well, also that other one, it's kind of weird when there's nothing around you and you're trying to walk, right? That's another weird thing. I have the desk there, which helps, but
I've never been able to really do it confidently. It's the weirdest thing. I can ice skate like a bastard,
Yeah.
but I can't
That's
walk
interesting.
on a treadmill.
Very interesting. Yeah, I will admit, I have fallen. I used to play it. I used to do it when I played video games too. That was tough. I used to go 3 miles an hour instead of 2. I have totally fallen and eaten crap.
I can imagine that.
Never again. I definitely learned how to stand up though. I think he's
I'm not
focused.
a fan.
If Chris is as evil as he says, he should be starting in Mordor and heading to the Shire. I won't.
He's the scouring.
I'm a good person. No Sharku here. Mr. Blue, yes, LOL out loud. I'm so happy you're all here for our new year. Who's got painting goals?
Hey, you remember what we're doing in 2026, don't you?
I do.
Aren't we giving stuff away?
We are giving stuff away, Jason.
Wow.
When
Isn't it
are we
crazy,
gonna give
chat? We're going
things
to be doing
away?
a giveaway every single week.
You just never know when it's going to
You
be.
never know when it's going to hit. We don't even know when it's going to hit. We haven't decided for this week when it's going to hit. It's not today.
It could be.
No, we said we would announce it. I don't want to start off by lying.
Hello! We'll let you know, chat. Keep an eye on our socials. Or Discord. Or all of it. We'll let you know.
Or will we?
No, we will.
Okay.
No, we'll do that.
Okay.
I'll go hint, hint, nudge, nudge, peek, peek, wink, wink. Stream's happening today. And then I'll zoom in like this.
That's pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
It's happening today.
That's really scary. You just lost like half our audience for fear.
They're gonna
passed
stay.
their terror check.
They're gonna stay. Painting on a treadmill? No, I do not do that. I have limits. No, that's not what I do. I get into the zone, chat, when I'm painting. I played a little Blood Bowl this weekend with Gabe.
Okay.
We gave it a try, the new version. I was going to end up coming here, Jason, but Gabe found his pitch. I was going to stop by here this weekend. I tried to stop by Jason's house. He denied me, chat. He wouldn't let me come over and have fun.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
He wouldn't let me do that.
Not even a little bit.
I don't have many joys in life, but talking gear and having fun with cameras with my friends.
Nope.
And didn't happen.
I told you. Nope. I don't have time for you.
You do have time for me.
I had to go and get stuff done.
You'll make time.
You weren't understanding what I was saying. You didn't get the words that were coming out of my mouth.
I 100% knew.
And I'm like, I don't have time for you.
Oh, I
don't have time for you. I got to go to Best Buy.
I knew it.
And get my stuff.
I knew what you were doing.
What do you mean you knew what I was doing?
I knew what you were doing. I always know.
No, you
Jason.
don't. What are you talking about?
I
had to go to Best Buy and get all the cables that you didn't give me.
I have a very watchful eye.
Oh, here we go.
You could have called me.
I did call you. I said, hey.
I told you where they were.
You didn't.
What are you talking about?
You didn't.
I said they were in the studio.
You didn't. You said they're all attached to cameras we use for other things.
They are.
Well, I couldn't do that.
Well, I thought you were going to take them down. You have the right.
Well, then you'd have come in today and been all mad at me.
No, I would have had to come in.
Your house stream is more important than our business.
I would have had to come.
Stream.
I would have had to come in this weekend.
That's what would have happened, chat. He'd have been all mad at me.
I don't rarely get mad at Jason.
I don't like it when he's mad at me, chat.
But when I do,
it makes me feel bad.
I choose Del Saques.
It makes me feel bad, chat.
Jason, can you talk about how you would fix mold lines on a model like this that you're just adding to?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Mold lines? Who cares?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of them on here, but if you scrape them, you lose the paint.
Oh,
you go back down underneath the primer. Like there's a big mold line across the top here,
That's
and
tough.
this guy has mold lines on them. They were smooth but not cleaned entirely on these. I looked at them beforehand, saying, "Is this going to work?" And most of them have still got like the big one that goes across. Because unfortunately, they molded these to where it goes across the skulls. So scraping that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
right? Because it goes across so many dimensions. If you wanted to, you could scrape it. That's going to take it all the way down to raw plastic again, and then you have to prime that area. Could you do that? Sure. I'm not willing to. Doesn't make any sense.
Matt's all hyped. How many days a week are we getting Jason after our stream?
I don't know yet.
Where there is no rules.
I don't know yet. I'm enjoying it.
Technically, I could stream with Jason from my house. He doesn't want me. He's already told me. Not invited, chat.
I gotta have. It's work though, Chris.
What
you can't just like offer to work all the time. That's what I do.
Not if I'm painting with you.
Well,
I tried setting up my phone. I figured, okay, no, I'm not going to do it. Nope. Almost got talking about cameras. Whew, that was close. We're painting.
I never ask anybody else to work outside
You say
of work
that,
hours.
but when I offer, it's not work.
Well, but how do I know that? How do I know you're not just trying to be the nice guy and work after work?
What are you talking about right now?
I know you, Christopher.
Haven't you known this already? I typically tell you, hey, I'm going into the office to do work today because
He knows he can't do that anymore,
I have a
though.
burning thing.
I've disallowed it.
Lumberjack, you need a second name like Fuse After Dark because you're going to ruin our streaks.
I love how you guys are worried about something as nonsensical as a
You don't need streaks. I don't know. Some people take that seriously.
I'm not, yeah. But I have to be honest with you guys. It isn't anything I even think about. Not because I'm trying to do anything nefarious. I don't even think about that stuff. And I don't want it to be something that you get mad at me for.
The streaks.
But I'm not going to go stream on another channel. Because
you've already done all the work.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been streaming here for 9-10 years,
yeah.
So I'm not going to go start another channel. And as Jen and I were talking about it this weekend, I'm really excited about being able to show you the ability to use Procryl on other mediums. I've got some, I dug up when I was cleaning my office, some old black and white plain, what are they called? They're Moonies. They're, oh God. What's it called?
You were talking about skateboards.
They're little dolls. Like, what are bobbleheads? Vinyl. I have some unpainted vinyl toys. They're just cool. like these ambiguous vinyl toys. And I have those. So I'm going to paint some of those up, right? So we can do some stuff there. I'm going to paint a bunch of skateboards. I'm going to paint all sorts of stuff. And that's going to give me the ability to do that because I don't want to really interrupt the studio here and use the time on stream here. But I can do it there where it also is cool because I want to go and stretch my art legs again.
Yeah.
And do things other than miniatures. But we want to reserve the spot here for just minis. And then we'll do it on the after hours stuff.
Yep. And I mean, that's kind of the thing. We want to be able to, Jason also wants to have an opportunity to stream when he wants to, and we don't want to hinder that.
There is a big component of what I love about the stream that is just hanging out with you guys and gals and painting.
Yeah.
And, you know, the discussions we get into about nerd stuff are really cool for me. But we know that here on the channel at work, we would prefer to talk about, you know, the painting.
Well, and we're also trying to capture things very specifically here, too.
Yeah.
As
so
best
that
we
lets
can.
me do what I want at home. Paint the models. Well, not that I don't paint the models I want to here.
You paint the models you want to here.
Well, but like, yeah, but we can do more planned content. And I've made it very clear that on the after hour stream, I will not be able to just stop and show different techniques. I will still talk about, you know, and answer questions, but it will not be as focused on, it'll be more focused on the project I'm doing and less on all the other questions.
There you go. The mo you know. So, Jason, what are you doing now?
I'm just cutting in what I call cutting in all of the other colors. So just a base coat on all the other materials because the model when we got it didn't have this, right? A lot of these things had no paint on them, like all this cloth here, all these bandage wrap looking things.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting base coats on it now that we have the main body of the thing with the dry brush, and I've got the details kind of popping out again. Because before it was kind of a formless hunk of color. The dry brush pulls details out again, so now you can see it, get some color on them, and start with, in this case, all the kind of finish work. This army is going to be super quick to the table if I were to focus on it. Now, I'm not going to...
Are all of these models painted that you found?
Most of them.
Okay.
There are a couple of units that are gray plastic.
Are they the same scheme?
Yeah, everything's the same scheme.
Okay, got it. Super Bleeder. Formless Hunk was my nickname in high school.
My porno name.
That was my stripper name. The Bud says, will the After Hour stream be on both platforms? Yes, I gave Jason the information today for restream, but yes, we're going to be doing that.
Yep, we'll be on YouTube as well as Twitch. The first one where I was testing this stuff, I wasn't as worried about it. I didn't want to bug Chris for all the info on the weekend, but he gave all that to me, so I'll go and get restream set up with our account on the home PC, and then the next time I stream, should be able to.
Plus,
do it
you can
YouTube
bring
as
up
well.
I don't know how you have 2 monitors at home, right?
2, yeah.
You'll be able to. You could do restream chat and see everything too for yourself, which will be nice.
Yeah, I've already got a vertical monitor that is just chat.
Oh, perfect. Hey, that's great, man. That's just great. Happy New Year, KC. Happy New Year, Jay and Chris. Always nice to watch the stream and listen to Meshuggah in the background. Meshuggah? LOL, you couldn't bug Chris because I was bugging him, says Jade. Jade, that's the problem. You're not bugging me.
DJ,
I
this is
like
what he does.
talking camera stuff.
This is what he does. Like, it's not bugging me if you're asking me the things I love.
It's not bugging me.
I still feel bad. It's not my time. It's your time. Your weekend is your time.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's not. I don't ever want to be the boss.
What are you talking about?
That has everybody like, oh my God, Jason's asking for help. I should go help him.
Too late.
It's not what I want to do.
It's never too late.
I don't want to be that guy.
It's never too late, chat. You can always ask me. No, Jason, no. You're not doing that. What are you talking about? You're allowed to. You're allowed to talk to a friend who knows production crap.
I don't want
what
to.
good is all my pointless camera knowledge if no one asks me about it? I wait for those days like, hey, Chris, what do you think of the Arri Alexa Classic from 1989?
Oh, my God. I was thinking nobody would ask.
I'm buying one of those, chat. That's my goal this year.
That's a vintage?
I'm buying an Arri Alexa Classic. I'm watching one. It has 10,000 hours on it, which is a crying shame, but it's cheap. Yeah, those are just big old cameras.
Not film.
No, I can't. Film is too expensive.
I was like, what are you thinking?
No. Arri Alexa Classic. Super 35. Probably shot 90% of the films you saw in the 80s. And you can still get them. And they're built like a tank. There was a record of some dude who had a van fire. And he... the camera still turned on after the fire.
What?
Oh, yeah, they're built. They're 13 pounds. The body itself is 13 pounds.
Oh, geez, without a lens?
Without a lens.
Holy mackerel.
And luckily, I like adapting old lenses. I told Gabe. Gabe calls me every once in a while and will say, like, hey, I'm at Goodwill. There's these lenses here. I've given Gabe permission to buy any vintage lens he sees at Goodwill under a certain price.
This is very strange.
That's stone.
Are you seeing that?
I was about to ask. That looks like it's...
I nearly painted it because that's the same kind of bandage wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
But
it's not a wrap. We're
but
still
it's
filming.
Cracked with the stone. What do I do with that?
Oh, that's not a wrap. That's etched in the stone. Because look, isn't this a head? This thing right here is like its own statue piece.
Yeah, but that's weird, right?
No.
Like he has all this wrapped around these for no reason, and they're not. They're not stone. They're holding all the stuff together. This looks like it should be the same because it's sculpted the same, but then it has the big crack right through the middle of it that goes with the stone.
I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great point.
It wouldn't be held together if it was cut completely apart, though, right? Isn't that weird?
Shark.
It's part of the head's hat. Okay,
It is.
gotcha.
It's maybe a crown.
It's just sculpted on there.
Yeah.
I guess it is because the hair's like pooching out from under it. So I guess it's part of the stone. That's a good catch, but that doesn't make any sense. But, you know, I mean, what does on this thing, actually? I guess. All right, so that's all the cloth wrapping then, eh? Okay, fine. Fine, then. Fine, jeez. What is all this? These are like coins. I see on some it's like gold.
Those are. It looks like chainmail, like a weird chain.
Yeah,
plate.
I think I'm gonna do like gold plates and then silver on the scale mail kind of stuff there. It also has like dragon scales. It's the weirdest compilation of crap I've ever seen.
Jason,
Sir?
Commando Ken's got a good point. You could add a touch of bronze. Actually,
What?
bronze would be kind of cool, right?
What? They paint it as a wrap in the official box art, even though it has that crack in it?
Oh, that's odd. They paint it as a wrap. Interesting.
I'm not doing it.
No, that is.
I'm not doing it because that goes all the way through. It would be falling off. Plus, it would not squish the hair like that if it were a wrap, right?
Lumberjack said, my size 3 sail bomb wick I've been using forever had a weird twist in the brush and was not laying down paint smooth. You know it's old when I mention bomb wick. I hit it with brush goop like new. Nice.
I love to hear it.
I got to clean some of my brushes, chat.
Actually, you know, no, this is the perfect time. Perfect time
For magnesium.
for magnesium. We've been painting a lot of magnesium lately. So let's just continue on.
I mean,
My knights are solidly
oh,
magnesium.
it's a sable. Oh, a bomb wick sable. Oh, wow.
That's old.
Nice.
That's old, I tell you.
Back in my day, I used the bomb wick sable number 3. And it was oh so good. I did like the quality of your microphone, Jason.
It's a Sennheiser.
Sennheiser. I love Sennheiser. Sennheiser.
It's a very good quality one. It's one that they sell to compete with the Shure
Yeah.
that we have
Sure.
here in the studio.
Yep.
They sell it to compete with that, and they actually sell it like the Shure with a complete like podcast kit,
Yeah.
and that's what I have.
Yep.
So it's like the full boom arm.
But it came out great even when you were looking down too.
Yeah, it has good pickup on it. It has
Yeah.
the ability to switch its dispersion,
Yeah.
and so I've got it on a cardioid that's pretty tight, so it should pick up good as long as it's pointed towards me, but not anything else. Like it didn't even really pick up much of the airbrush compressor, everybody said. So that was awesome.
I listened to the airbrush compressor and it wasn't even that bad. Like it just sounded like you were doing something in the background and it sounded fine.
And it's literally right next to me.
Yeah.
So it's not, you know how that one's only,
Oh, I just noticed ours turned
that other
on.
one might be 2 feet away from me at the house.
But that's a little guy, right? A little
Yeah.
master one?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this one on.
Yeah, we're not using it. I do need to order another airbrush. I forgot to do that today. I meant to do that.
What do you mean?
I'm going to order another airbrush for the house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to get like one of the harder than Steambeck Evolutions or something
Oh. Didn't you get one already?
for the house. No, they were out of
Oh.
stock. Out of stock. Everywhere I look because of Christmas. Everybody was gifting. Everybody was gifting airbrush.
We've changed our hours over here at Monument Hobbies recently. How was that going for you, Jason?
At the other building we did.
Yeah. How was that this morning?
It was dark.
It was dark.
I got there at 6:45.
Yeah.
And it was dark. Very dark. Very odd driving to work in the dark. Usually the sun has come up by the time I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Only an hour later makes a big difference.
Yep.
But yeah, the team over there was got right after it.
There you go.
Good old Gabe over there cracking the whip. Doing the thing.
Good old Gabe.
Doing good old Gabe things.
For all of you who have been asking in Discord, Wednesday, we're going over the December challenge. We know it's a little bit later, but we wanted to have our holiday and get back in it. It's really busy getting back in, so we haven't forgotten about you. So our Discord challenge for December review will be Wednesday.
And we do know what the next one is. So I think Grant is working
I believe
on
Grant put
announcing
it
it.
up.
Did he post it?
Yes, because Grant was mentioning it earlier in stream, I believe.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Let's see if he put it in there. Yes. Yep.
It's the So Fresh and So Clean challenge.
This so fresh and so clean.
It's a new, refreshing year.
Go check it out.
So the January one is up. You have to paint a model in the freshest and cleanest method possible. No weathering effects.
Wow.
No beaten up nonsense.
Do it fresh and clean.
Fresh and clean.
Commando says, speaking of airbrushes, what brand do y'all recommend for someone new looking to get into them?
Great question. We talked about it a lot on the Sunday show because I got one of the El Cheapo Masters all-in-one kits off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Came with a compressor with a tank and a dual action airbrush with 3 needle nozzle combos, 0.2, 3, and 5. And was fairly surprised at how good it worked. Not gonna lie. It gave me, you know, I always tell people that you should purchase what your, you know, budget allows.
Yeah.
And you make the budget.
And
right?
that one came with the compressor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came with a compressor for $139 on Amazon. Masters, I'm not going to know the number of it. Irrelevant. Just look for the $139 master compressor deal.
Yeah.
On Amazon US if you want. And the compressor works like a champ. No air leaks, straight out of the box, which is always the big thing there. All the fittings were good and solid. The airbrush leaves a lot to be desired, but as a new person learning airbrushing, it will be a brush you can continue to use. It's just a little harder to manipulate, but there's a case to be made for the fact that if you use it and get good with practicing with that airbrush, then when you get, you know, if you decide airbrushing is the thing for you and you go spend a little bit more money, then the next airbrush you get is going to be spectacular. You're going to be able to use it just amazingly.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that.
T-Schmid, 81 months. Derpstick was asking what's the workup for the skulls, and
I am not going to have any ability to tell you workup stuff, really, because everything I'm doing here
was
is painting over other models.
Yep.
Or other people's color, really. I'm noticing that I have more strat down here.
Source is asking, any tips for a triad for Plague Marine armor?
Do you want green or white? The green, I like the dark yellow green, bright yellow green kind of workup. Works great.
Filthy green.
Yeah, so I think all of our yellow greens are your best bet.
Dark yellow green's amazing. I love that color. Jimmy the Saint says, hey, I think in a recent stream you said your paints have issues adhering to gloss finishes. Does that include metallic paints?
Just depends. I mean, they still adhere. They don't look as good because gloss is going to make them kind of skate along the surface different. Works like that with a lot of paints. But yeah, when you're going over a more glossy surface, you know, it'll treat it like oil and water, and it's not just the fact that it's a glossy surface, because you can paint over our gloss varnish with our paints without a problem. Where you have a problem is when it is a product that is supposed to be matte, but the matting agent has settled or fallen out of suspension in the can, usually with rattle cans, and now no longer is matte. So if the paint says matte and winds up being glossy, that could be a problem. Sometimes it's just the solvent they use, like GW's solvent in their spray paint is just doesn't like playing well with other people's paint when the paint is very matte for whatever reason. I don't know, I'm assuming the swords in this are real swords, so I'm going to paint them metal.
What swords?
There's swords strapped to his leg.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I'm going to act like they're real swords, you know, like Game of Thrones.
Over them being just in the stone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they're all this wrap on here to hold them on, right?
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know. It's a very strange model.
There's a lot going on this thing.
There is a lot going on this thing.
It's like every time you pick out something new, I'm like, oh, I can see it now.
Another reason why I go around and do this kind of work is to do exactly that, just to find out what everything is.
Call Me Molds says, I tried Dark Crimson for my Blood Angels and love this. I want them to be a bit like vampires. Would red oxide fit on the top of that?
Yeah.
Or what triad would be best here? Also, does the fact that the Dark Crimson is a bit more satin make it worse for a base?
No. It's going to look strange because you're going to put a matte color, or if you put a matte color over the top of it, then you're going to have certain spots on your model be shiny and certain spots on your model be matte. So you may want to use the matte varnish to matte it down first before starting to put your paint over the top, because you can get yourself into some trouble with the, the paint not showing you where your highlights need to go because it's reflecting too much of the room light. That's the problem with gloss and satin paints. They still use so much of the room light to give you a look.
This is a bone golem, T-Schmid.
What is?
Is this a mausoleum or a bone golem?
I think it's like a mausoleum. I don't know.
All right, Jason. So what else are you doing now on this model?
Same thing I've been doing. Just base coating more stuff. After we get done with this, then it really, I mean, we're kind of, the luster part is done. It's getting the model prepped to do the coloring. Now using all of these colors as a base color. Like, I'm deciding on whether or not I even want to have the fabric be red. So if you don't, well, you don't have to. You can simply use the red as the backdrop color, and I can make it whatever I want, right? So you can imagine underpainting red for purple or something, right? I'm already doing my Old Dominion in purple and yellow, so I probably won't do purple on these. But I'm not convinced that red is the right answer.
Source says, would you leave Blood Effects glossy, or do you even want those matte?
Great question. There is a world where, in order to pull it off and really sell the blood splatter, that a little bit of gloss makes sense.
Like if it's fresh?
I don't like gloss on my models, so I typically don't do that. I typically try to paint the shine on there, but we did the Trench Crusade models with the crimson and left the gloss on, and I was not mad at it.
Oh, he wasn't mad.
So there's a lot to be said for that. This sculpt is really horrible. Like, you lose all of there are some knife handles here, and then they just disappear in the flatness of the sculpt right here. Like, I don't want to paint them on, I don't think, because there's no
Are they behind the wrap?
Yeah, see, there's a handle for a sword right here. Here's one that has a blade, here's one that has a blade, and here's one in between them that has no blade.
Oh, interesting.
It just disappears.
It's like
so I just imagine that the hilt, it stopped at the hilt kind of a thing. Because that's tougher to hand paint. Because if you freehand a sword where the sculpt doesn't have, one thing to paint fur, another thing to paint the other part of something that is physically represented on the model in 2D. Looks a little janky. So I typically just err on the side of not my problem.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Make better models. I really do like the design of these things. When I first saw Conquest, this army popped out at me.
Yeah.
Because of these guys. One of the first things I saw on their
I don't think so.
journey was, I think they added this army. I don't think it was in the original release.
Yeah.
And, so I was like, oh, that was rad. Like the undead army has got to be cool. I'll look at them. And then the rest of it didn't quite speak to me back then. The Greco-Roman undead troopers were not 100% up my alley. But now that I'm all in on the models, I'm like, yep, this works.
Yeah,
These
I
are
think
groovy.
they are definitely really cool.
These are pretty groovy. No problemos.
Jason,
Sir.
it's 3:55.
What?
That's right.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's right. This is not the year of kidding. This is the year of evil.
I am a serious business man this year. No more free pub. No more shenanigans.
Free pub for who?
Anybody. No free pub for anybody. But this year I mean it. People are going to pay. No more of this free.
How are they going to pay? You're just going to send invoices out?
Yeah, let's just try it.
I'm just checking, man.
Come on, right?
I'm just checking.
All right, Don. Why don't you start paying up? Don Dish Soap, if you're out there. So sorry. You should call us though. We use your soap.
Aren't you now doing exactly what you said you weren't going to do?
No, I'm not doing that. No free pub. That
You
was
just
all a
did.
joke. No, that was a joke.
That's not.
You hear me?
just said you were
Ha,
serious
ha.
and no jokes. I don't
threw you
believe
for
a
a
word
loop.
you say, Christopher.
Let's back up. Serious business painting.
You don't get a mulligan.
We're gonna paint a lot this year, and by
we, I mean
by
Jason.
we mean Jason, because I'm gonna be hard on the throttle. I need this. I need this. We need this. No more nice guy.
You know
I'm
what
done
we
with
need,
that.
Chris?
A lobotomy.
You know what we need?
What's that?
We need you painting non-metallic gold or non-metallic something.
I want to do iron.
Iron, he says.
Or I don't want to do steel. I want to do iron.
All right.
Jason.
All right.
We'll think about it. But you've been enjoying Conquest.
Yeah. I can stream from home now.
Don't you do that to me. Don't you do that.
What do you mean, do that to you? You're the one that said you would paint for the people. You
know
said
what
you
I'm
loved
gonna do?
them. I'm going to show you my undying affection, chat. I'm going to sit up here and let the wizard teach me how to do non-metallic. And you're going to learn with me. We're going to demystify all of what you're scared of. That was Chris.
I'll do it for you, chap.
Chris Fettuccine Alfredo, my sushi,
I'll do it
said
for
these
you.
words. And now he's backing away from it.
Jason doesn't need you anymore. He streams at home. Yes, Sugar Rush, he doesn't need me anymore. That's 100% fact. Jason hasn't needed me from the get-go.
That's what makes him so wanted.
There you go. I don't
never
need to
needed
be here.
Chris.
We don't need to be here. But when a camera question is out and about in the public, I'll be there. When there's a lighting question on which lamp I should buy for my studio, I'll be there. When somebody asks me about this lens I found at Goodwill and is it worth it, I'll be there. Sugar Rush. He doesn't need me. You guys don't need me.
It's a want thing, Chris.
That's
He
right.
wants you.
You don't need me. I don't need to be here, chat. I
Here we
choose
go.
to be here.
Here we go, chat.
Life's too short for no free pub.
Here we go.
But that's deep, man. That's real deep.
Life's too short for no free pub.
Which lamp should I buy for your studio? That's a Discord question. And by Discord, I mean you can message me. It depends on your space. Guess what I'll typically ask too? What's your budget? It's my first question when you start talking gear. What's your budget?
How much you trying to spend?
Makes a huge difference.
How much are those lamps like we have?
$1 million.
$200 or $300?
Which one?
These that we have?
The Amarans?
Yeah.
I think they're $200.
$200.
Also, they're designed for a studio space or like being mounted to something, but they're great lights. We also have a lot of light in here. The output is actually pretty tremendous in here.
They work really well in my house.
Yeah.
They're very close. And unfortunately, in my tight space, I can't get it out of the face cam.
It doesn't look bad,
range.
though. It does not look bad.
I hung the skateboards back there just to give it a little bit more to
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
play off of.
It's bright, but you could reduce your exposure on your little Logitech.
Yeah, that's my thinking.
But it looks good. Yeah, Sark, we use a combo of different ones. But it's Amaran. They're the 100Ds, the first versions, which there's 2 iterations of those now. But we are using the originals.
I have no idea what half this crap is.
Jason, are you going to keep going? It's 4 o'clock.
No, I don't know. First stream of the year, should I?
It's up to you. Technically, you're on the clock.
Oh, yeah, I have to keep going. Womp, womp. Yeah, we'll keep going.
Jason's always on the clock.
Slave driver.
Technically.
I don't get to go home yet. I got to work till 6.
You don't need to work till 6.
So we'll keep going. No, I don't. But I will. So
He
you
shall.
can't stop me.
Or you could just go home and stream. Up to you.
Can't stop. I'm having a good time, so we'll keep going.
Oh.
You just have to know that as soon as we click over to After Hours, the questions, they're lost. I do a really crap job of paying attention to chat. So let chat decide. Are you willing to be ignored and keep going?
I won't be ignored, Dan. Sorry.
Who's Dan?
That's from Fatal Attraction. Low key, one of my favorite movies.
That's the rabbit boiling.
Yeah.
That's a very scary Glenn Close.
Glenn Close, great job in that movie.
Very scary movie.
No more Rice Krispies. Family Guy did a parody on it. It was hilarious.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. It's actually really good. Well. Man, I love this guy. Get bent, Chris. Hey, Rattlecan. Coming from you, Rattlecan?
I mean...
Wow. I can't do it.
See, like there's a sword and shield back here that I feel like should be...
No, that's
painted.
a part of the stone.
You think that's part of a sculpt?
I think so. I think that's a part of that. Maybe not.
There's like a...
This is just a big pile of...
vase.
This
and
model is
like
just a pile of stuff, I think.
Like
right? It's just a pile of stuff.
Yeah, it's like it is like a golem, right? So it's just a pile of battlefield debris.
Debris, Jason.
Oh, debris. Sorry.
Debris, sir.
I meant to say debris. I forgot you chastised me for my inability to pronounce and use the correct words a while back.
It's called debris. Thank you. Yikes, at this price it'd be better. Awesome. That's way too much for my budget. I at least weigh. Well, we also have very precision things in here. This is a studio, so we have to be able to light Jason's face and the model and the back of the studio all at the same time. So you have to have enough output. Plus the cameras, to get the best quality, you have to set them at a certain ISO level. So that's why we have the cameras and the lights. You don't need that at home, though.
There is a company you'll find called Niwar.
Yeah.
That you can get some lamp sets on Amazon, and they actually work pretty good. My secondary lighting at the house is that it's just an LED panel. B-Rab,
I don't dislike Canon. Canon's not my first choice for video.
For photo, they're great.
Photos are wonderful. But honestly, I'll say it right now, there are no differences between any of the cameras made in 2026. You buy any camera for video, it's going to give you good video. It just is depending on your budget at that point. The more you spend on a camera, the better it'll look. But even then, it's all
The
about
more
lighting.
bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's all about lighting. That's it. You can make any camera look good with good lighting. That's the moral of the story, kids. You can take that to the bank. Legal tender.
When you're there, ask them if they take sushi points for rent.
They don't. They will say, "What are you talking about? Leave immediately."
Leave immediately. Are they really that rude? Get
They're
out of my
like,
bank.
I'm so sorry. We deal in real currency here, sir/ma'am.
Get out of my bank, you freak.
No more Rice Krispies. Yeah.
I think
All
the sword and the
depends.
shield are steel. Bronze, steel. I'm painting them. I don't care.
Yeah. It really all depends, chat. That's what it comes down to. Do what you want. Do what you want.
I found, just kind of like the airbrush conversation, if you're looking to get into streaming, podcasting, all that stuff, is they make really inexpensive kits that come with everything.
Yes, that's actually a great way to go.
I've found that it's very reasonable to get into one of those inexpensive kits that comes with like a couple microphones, couple cameras, streaming kit thing, and see if you even like doing it. Most of those components, what you'll do is if you enjoy streaming and podcasting and all that stuff, you're going to wind up with lots of electronics, more than you need over time, because you're going to change stuff out. You'll have how many camera stands and stuff do you think you'll have? Is there even a way to give them a good number, Chris? Because you'll just have all of them eventually.
At some point, you'll buy one and then you start collecting piles of it.
Yeah.
I always say, if you're really serious, buy the good thing first. I made so many I don't want to say mistakes. I learned a lot, right? I learned a lot
But
about...
See, that's the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm saying go ahead and try something that gives you kind of the middle of the road.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So you don't spend too much money.
That's okay. The middle of the road stuff is worth it. Don't go cheap. Because if you do end up liking it, then you'll be like, oh, I should have did this. But yeah, there's a lot of in the middle ground stuff. I went to my total experience of the gear hole that I went into years ago. But it all is relative, right? All depends on how crazy you want to get.
Well, and I mean, when you're doing it for a living,
Yeah,
you
that's
could
true.
argue that, having this thing could be a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Could be allow me to do something that I wasn't going to be able to do otherwise.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to just get the most done with the least amount possible. Tonight, I'll go home and see if my crazy idea with the boom arm and the palette works. Because I'm just trying to conserve space. I've got my entire stream at home is in this tiny pocket in
You
my
don't
office.
you don't want the palette on your go bag at all? Like
No.
off to the side?
I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space off to the side is the problem.
Oh, I see.
I have
gotcha.
like 6 inches. So a palette, they don't even make a palette small enough to go in the area I have.
Gotcha.
So I was like, well, what if I did this? Because I was also thinking, what if I could swing it out when people ask,
Yeah.
like, hey, what colors are you doing? How are you doing those? How are you mixing that? How are you thinning that? Then I could just grab it and kind of twist the deal around and show it on camera.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Sense.
I might be barking up the wrong tree. It might be at the end of the day, it's like, nope, that's not going to work. But I'm going to give it a swing. We're going to see.
Hey, you do whatever you want, man.
Hey, you know what? You're not the boss of me, Chris. So
That's what I literally just said. I said, do whatever you want. That's a great idea.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a little... Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to...
Yeah.
I didn't mean...
Why do you jump on me so fast, Jason?
Well, it's because you're usually really horrible to me.
What? Me? To you? What are you talking about?
Chat,
False.
can we let him know?
False. I'm a good man. He's a good man. It's fun. Show the people what you want to do. That's what I say. I like making good content. It's fun.
So when are you going to start doing that?
What do you mean? We do it daily from 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Well, nowadays it's 2 to whenever the heck we decide to. We start at 2. That's it.
That's also true.
That's literally
the
it.
stream starts at 2. When we end, well, Yes.
That's when we're good. That's where we're
Eventually
gonna start
we
saying.
end.
And then it might pick up, and then it might turn off. Who knows?
Well, I'm enjoying hobbying, and so I will continue to
Sue
enjoy
me, chat.
hobbying.
Sue me. I'm enjoying my hobby.
And I like sharing it. So, chat, you get it whether you like it or not.
So violent. No, I'm not violent. I'm not angry.
He's
I'm
pretty
not
violent
mad.
and angry.
I have a lot on my plate, chat, and I eat that stuff. I eat all on my plate. I eat it all. So don't stop this train. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's got you so down?
I'm never down. Never down.
What's got you so down? I'm gonna paint these like they're wood.
I'm not down. Just busy. There's nothing wrong with that. Chris used to be nice to Jason, but since 2026, he seemed a little evil. That's right,
yeah.
game delay.
100%. He's turned that new leaf.
I am leaving no stone unturned. No pancake unflipped.
I like that.
No egg
pancake
unfried. No butt cheek not wiped.
No unwiped butt cheeks, eh?
You heard me. I'm a man of many talents. Marcus says, I feel like playing Eve is sort of a gateway to streaming because any halfway serious Eve player has almost everything they need to stream. Arguably missing camera stuff, but otherwise.
I don't understand. What do you have playing Eve that is conducive for streaming? Just the machine?
All of it.
Oh, sorry.
All of it.
All of it.
If you're wiping the cheeks, you better aim. Hey, everybody calm down with these silly jokes. November says, Adepticon question for you. What would you say is the difference between beginner and intermediate sessions? I assume I should be signing up for beginner, but don't want to sign up for something where they explain to me what a palette is. Well, this is a paintbrush, and this is the paint that goes on the paintbrush. Take my beginner class. I'll blow your mind.
That's a great question because there's a lot of ways to look at this. I think if you are willing to risk going into a class that may be over your head with knowledge and you learn well in those situations, right? Like almost like, okay, this is tougher than I thought it would be, but I feel like I can take this information and turn it into something useful. Then I think you go into whatever class sounds good. Like if you want to learn how to paint advanced skin and you've never painted skin before, you might sit there with your head swimming on a lot of what they're saying. But if you retain information that way, it could be good for you. If, on the other hand, you're the kind of person that when you go in, you ask a lot of questions and that's how you learn, then don't go to something that, you're going to be there left asking all the questions the instructor doesn't want to answer because they're like, you should have known this before you came to my class. Now, granted, very few of them do a good job of telling you what you should know before coming in the class. So, depends. I think that if it's, it should say in the syllabus.
What's yours classified as, Jason?
I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of say in that. I'm underpainting for flesh. So
that's what it's called. It's an extreme
It's an advanced
class.
course, yeah.
Extreme. We're on our own classification.
It's an advanced course, but I teach in a way that I hope people can understand even if they don't walk out with good results. They will understand why and what to work on.
Ooh. Ashen Jedi, that's a great question. Ashen Jedi says, new painter here.
Huh?
I bought some transparent paints, but not sure how to use them. I thought they were a kind of a wash, but using them, I'm learning not so much.
No, they can be made into a wash with our glaze wash medium, but they are just paint. And they are very intense paint, as you've probably found out, right? So very vibrant, lots of color to them, but that color starts out being see-through, transparent. And so then when you use it, thin it way down. They're meant to be thinned very aggressively and mixed in with other colors or filtered over the top of colors you've already painted. to get, a good color change going on. And by that, I mean, like, you can mix them with metallics. So if you take silver and mix in the blue, you're going to get a neat blue metallic, because their transparency allows the metal flake to continue to be shiny. But when I use them, they're meant to replace inks in your process. Now, as a new painter, that won't make a lot of sense because you've probably never used an ink. What inks do is they give you the ability to thin them way down and still maintain vibrancy. So if I thin the purple transparent down, even when it gets very thin, it's still going to show you purple. And it's going to be a vibrant purple, not a desaturated purple. So I can use that through an airbrush or on the brush to add shadows to things, by painting them exactly where I want them. I can take the red and thin it way down and use it to do flush color on the cheek of a model, just in very small areas. And it will blend with the subsurface because it's already a see-through paint. And the more you thin it, the more see-through it becomes. So they're meant as glazes and filters more than anything else. But you can take the glaze wash medium and mix the glaze wash medium, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1 to the paint, and turn them into washes, for sure.
Nice.
You can mix them in with our current washes. I like to take the blue transparent and mix it in with the black wash, and
Baby
you get
J
that
does
before
that.
we came out with the Payne's gray wash.
Yeah, Baby J does his metallics all the time with those too. They're
Now that
pretty
we
cool.
have Payne's gray wash, you don't need to do that anymore, but good way to do stuff.
I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff,
If you're into what?
just cool stuff.
Oh, I like cool stuff.
That's true. Rucky, I fell asleep. I blame Chris. I blame your sleep schedule.
He's harsh. I can't stop it.
Sorry, it's 2026.
I can't stop it.
This is the year of
We've
serious
tried to
business.
we tried to cut off his paycheck, and he still keeps showing up.
This
Very
is
difficult.
the year I will take none of your crap. And I mean all of it.
I won't take any of this.
I'm here for a long time, chat. Not a good time.
time.
I am the captain now. Chris, so what is it you do here? Great question, Ryan. Let me tell you in a song. Dun, 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 dun. Great question. I do a series of business things that involve a conglomerate of serious business things at all times, for majority of my functioning day. That's what I do here at Monument Hobbies.
X up in chat if you think that's word salad.
Oh, I'll show you word salad. It's right here. No, I'm kidding. That's not word salad. I do many a things.
He does a lot.
I do one or two things.
Just one or two?
Just one or two.
I feel like you do more than one or two things.
I do more than one or two things.
We don't always understand what they are.
Yes. But hey, they get done.
So light umber over the dark umber. Just so now I'm going back with second color midtones over some of the things we've been painting.
Zilfer, I lost my stream streak today. Thank God I got here to save it. These stream streaks, man. People take them seriously.
Take that stuff seriously.
You guys might lose them because Jason might get like a weird itch at 2 a.m.
I will never get a weird itch. I mean, I might get a weird itch at 2 a.m.
You say
I'm not
that,
gonna say
man.
that doesn't
but
happen.
You're like, yo.
I am not going to jump out of bed at 2 a.m. and be like, just go start the stream.
I don't know. If I was a betting man, I think it happened once.
It's never happened.
Well. We'll see about that.
And we'll see about that.
I'll start it. I'll just start streaming from my home.
Okay, so
I have
if
the
Chris
keys.
does
I have the
this-
keys to the car.
If Chris
chat.
does this, Chris is doing it just to ruin your stream streak.
Well. Your stream streak? I don't think so.
Belongs to me now.
Hey, don't worry about your stream streaks, yo. Just come on in.
Did you just say yo?
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Come
Okay.
on, man. You don't need to worry about them stream streaks. We just here to stream, man. Come
Here
on.
we go. I apologize,
You don't
chat.
even need to worry about that.
I wish he'd stop. I thought with a new leaf he was turning over in the new year, I wouldn't
You're
have to
right.
apologize for him near as much, but it
I'm
seems like that's
so-
not what he was focused on.
I am so serious. You're right. Gosh darn it. I let myself fall there. I'm so sorry. You all have it coming.
Is
That's
this
all I'm
like
gonna
a
say.
you've been sober for exactly
Scared
X days?
this
Can
is
I get
a-
a thing on the wall behind me
this
that
is scared
shows
straight.
how long it's been since we've had a mess up by Chris.
I messed up. No, you know what? I don't. Here's the thing, chat. I come in here and I prep. And I have it all set. And then all of a
I'm
sudden...
not even talking about that. I'm talking about the amount of times you come in here and like you just talk about, okay, we're going to be serious. And then you're the one that derails us.
Oh, no. I'm actually talking about work things.
Oh.
Because I'll come in here and
wait,
I'll have
wait.
everything
That is
set.
work things.
No, I have everything come in here and everything's set. And then all of a sudden, a camera freezes. And I go, what the actual? And then that gets me frustrated. Then I fix it.
He
and then I
doesn't say
breathe.
what the actual.
No, I get...
It has some extra punctuation marks in there.
I use colorful language. I save all of my kindness.
He cursed a lot today, and I was surprised.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It got to me today. I apologize. I shouldn't really be doing that. But sometimes technology and me, punch it. But hey, you can see my face. We're here. I have a couple ideas, chat, this year. I have a couple ideas that I want to work on.
Like what?
I have to pitch them to Jason.
Oh, God. I don't even know him yet.
Jason, I'm thinking about a potential new layout. We've talked about it briefly, right? Where I get more real estate on camera, right? Where I make us a little smaller, but this program that I can now use, if I put us up on top of each other just like this, it'll be able to zoom in on our faces when I need it to, but have...
Chris, you're the producer.
More
so
of a model.
You get to kind of choose your battles here. As long as it looks cool, I'll probably like it.
I have a couple ideas. I'll pitch them to you. I have a couple serious business. Jason, are we gonna do a live show at Adepticon?
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah.
How's that gonna look? Should we talk about that, or is that for secret things later?
It's gonna look awesome.
Is it just gonna be us doing this with a live audience?
Yes.
There you go. Actually, that would be fun. Now, would people come up and be able to ask questions?
Yeah.
Like at a microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Like
if
mobile,
they're on site, they'd be able to ask into the microphone thing, so that on the internet squad would be able to tell what was being asked. And
yeah, because we're gonna stream it to chat at the same time. I don't know how I'm gonna have to deal with double chat. That might give me like an aneurysm.
Well, we're probably gonna have to have two people: one person reading internet chat and one person doing local live.
What are you talking about?
I just said it. Those are real words, and they all made sense.
I will be able to manage both.
No,
I'll be able to look down. I'll be like, you know what Mo says? Jimmity boobity bobbity boop.
He says that a lot, actually.
Hoobly hobbly hoobly hoo. Ah, there's Mo.
You know what? Is that you tend to apologize a lot for all the things you miss in chat, so I think we'll get you a helper.
You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
No more apologizing for that. I'm turning that stone immediately. Chat, if I miss it, tough.
Tough.
No, I always try to get to you guys.
Chat, if I miss it,
here's
tough.
I call it the chat shotgun though, because I think everybody gets into this mode where there's like silly, fun. Then I get like 6 questions at once, and then I get Jason to ask one. He's like, well, let me tell you a story about non-metallic metal. And I can't stop his train. That's content. So I can't stop that. And then the question gets old, and then I'm like, well, I guess they'll go back, and then I go back. Yeah, I'll get help. It'll be fun.
He got there. Chat.
It'll be fun.
We got him there.
We'll have a great time.
It will be great. The greatness will ensue. Be lots of fun.
It'll just be an AMA at this point with Jason painting something.
Except I'll be painting this time.
What are you gonna paint?
Maybe something from Conquest.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's only 3 months away, Chris. The one thing I can guarantee you I won't be done with is all these freaking Conquest models. Even though we're painting them pretty quick. Like those knights, I got those knights to a pretty good spot. I built the last one, so at the house, so I can finish that squad of knights. I'm just painting the wood grain on. I don't know how easy it is to tell with the dark umber, light umber going on here. Getting some vote green.
The only thing I'm planning to do for sure is Jason's class. I'll volunteer to help. I had a fun time at Jason's class last year, giving you all a hard time in real life.
I love that was the thing.
That was my highlight, 100%. Like, where's Flapjack? I haven't seen Flapjack in a while.
It's been the holidays.
I guess that's true, but I haven't seen him in a minute.
Been a week or so. 2 weeks?
I
don't know.
It's been longer than that.
No.
I know when people are gone for a long time.
No, you don't.
I feel it. I truly do, actually. Burned in my brain. It's burned in my brain.
Is this like one of the things that keeps you from having good sleeps?
Me?
Yeah.
Chat? No.
No, remembering who hasn't been around?
It'll hit my mind every in the middle. I'm like, where is this person? What's your question, Sharkter? Shackter? Let's see. Look at me. Oh, here it is. I need to ask for advice.
Yes.
I've painted a base for Prince Von Dorn, like ancient runes with a lot of green moss, and I want to paint the rider with red armor. So I don't know what color to paint the zombie dragon. What color should I use to paint the zombie dragon? I got you. What colors would you paint a zombie dragon?
Well, the armor for the rider is red.
Yeah.
That's what we came to, conclusion-wise?
Yes.
So I got red armor sitting on top of a zombie dragon.
I believe that is correct.
I think that, again, that undead horse I did
I don't know what the heck you're trying to say.
is a great neutral skin tone.
Verdry? Prince Verdry?
It's
Oh,
an AOS model, right?
Oh, yes. I know what that's a cool model.
Chris can shoot you a link in chat to that undead horse
Stream.
stream.
Yeah, that's a great one, actually. I use that now for all of my undead things, by the way.
It works pretty well and just looks really good for undead skin because it's very neutral, meaning you can have it paired with a rider in any color just about, and wings and other elements of the dragon can be whatever color you want. It doesn't lock you in, whereas if you do, something that's a little too green or a little too blue or something, you may lock yourself out of other colors you would want to use as you go. So that one I feel like gives you a good generic undead zombie demon kind of look.
Speaking of undead zombie demons.
Welcome, everybody. I don't know why you have to say that reminds us of chat, though.
Welcome in, everybody. You heard him. We're in the after hours now. And that's all I have to say about that.
I'm doing the finer highlights on the wood grain. And you'll see why I do it this way. This is one of my traditional ways of doing wood and leather when going pretty quick. Basically value sketches here with all of the different colors. Dark umber, light umber, olive flesh is my traditional workup for things in brown. And then we'll use the brown transparent paint towards the end to pull it all together.
You know what? I think Jason's a good guy. Wouldn't you think that, Jason?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You're okay.
I'm okay.
He's an okay guy.
What did I do to
deserve
that?
You know.
What did I do to deserve that,
I actually
Chris?
really like this woodwork up that you're doing here. That's why I was saying you were an okay guy.
It's just very quick.
I like it. Looks great.
This the wood is okay on the sculpt. It's got some pretty heavy grain sculpted in, so it's really just drawing the lines, making sure you're leaving enough of each of the previous colors showing so that when I do the transparent brown on the top, it has a place to sit and show its effect across the dark umber, light umber, and olive flesh. I don't want to make my olive flesh too pronounced, but I do want it over the top in its value, right? It's why I made the jump to olive flesh after the light umber, so that I get this real punchy look and feel. And you'll see when I put the transparent over the top that this will turn all of this into a really nice wood grain by dragging this olive flesh down into the browns again. You could do a brown wash over the top of it too. Our transparent paints just do this part so well. Somebody in chat was asking about, what you can use them for, and I will show you. how good they do at this. There's a big sigh over there, Chris.
Lumberjack says, I'm eating jalapeno poppers dipped in habanero sauce.
I like it. Who said this?
Lumberjack.
Oh. I like it, Tim.
Tim, I'm
a little jealous. Not gonna lie. I would like some jalapeno poppers with habanero sauce. Although the jalapeno, if they're like organic jalapenos, the jalapeno and the habanero is a good taste, but I prefer the habanero on its own.
How new is Conquest? No, Conquest has been around for
a long time.
Minute. Commando,
6-7 years. Somebody can fact check me on that, but been around a long time. It's it's a game that I would call an indie publisher, but in saying that, that's not quite fair because they went big time and made like all of their miniatures out of hard plastic on sprue the whole time. They didn't have 3D printed.
That's true.
They had some resin miniatures for their custom commanders and the one-off models.
But they're all sprue, right?
But yet they're all sprue plastic for the units, and the design and development of it is cool. I never really jumped into all of the aesthetic because the company's out of Greece. Now, I don't know. I would assume that is one of the things that led to their really going all in on the Greco-Roman aesthetic when they launched.
Yeah.
And yeah, the very, very Greek Spartan look to the city-states and things like that. Then they came out with these like the Old Dominion, and they're even still that Romanesque warrior thing. That it's not that I don't like it, it just never really grabbed me to the point to where I said, oh yeah, you know what I'd like to do is buy a bunch of those models and paint them. So I never really got behind them. It all happened just a month or so ago when I saw that they have created another new faction that is all Japanese Oni demons, all big models, no standard troop sizes, all big monstrosities. And I was like, ooh.
They're cool.
That speaks to me on a lot of levels because I love elite armies that don't have a lot of troops because I can actually feel like I can paint that many models. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me. So if you could give me a model or an army that's all dreadnoughts, I'm like, oh yeah, I could paint and have that done and on the table. Usually those armies don't work very well, but that's not a big concern of mine. I'm more concerned with having a good looking army, and if they don't, play very well, it's not as important. So anyway, yeah, they had the Japanese yokai and Oni and Yoromogo, the big spider demon, and that's what got me, was a giant spider. And now I have 6 armies.
T. Schmidt, I keep reading the stream title wrong and hoping there's info on the upcoming painting contest. No, not yet.
It's happening. We had a good meeting about it today. So start painting. There you go. That's all I can tell you. Monument painting competition at Adepticon. It's real. Decision was kind of waiting on other people's involvement. We got that thumbs up for the most part today. So where I feel confident saying go for it, start painting. We will have more info coming out on how we'll be dividing it up in classes, but nothing you paint won't have an area to input it. So I don't plan on having a diorama section.
Oh, is it just going to be like free submission kind of a thing? Like
it's an open
submission, right?
Yeah, it's an open submission competition. And like I said, I don't plan on doing every category that everybody else does. I don't know that I'll do a diorama. It'll probably be, small model, like troop size model, and you can do it diorama style if you want. I don't know. We haven't decided all that stuff. The diorama one is the only one that I would say is kind of iffy. But everything else, bust and all that. My goal is not to have it be arranged by your painting skill. It's everybody enters and everybody fights against the same rubric, meaning that if you are a newer painter, you are probably going to be in the bronze and silver categories for most of your pricing. Whereas then you go to the gold and, diamond or platinum level for the more advanced and master painters, so that everybody paints against everybody. I feel like that has a lot more weight, means that, people that are newer painters, if you were to get a silver your first year, means that you're competing at a much higher level than beginner. And I think that has a lot of value.
Just got your first 27 Pro Acryl paints. Nice.
Awesome.
Elvish Oatmeal. That's awesome name, by the way.
Elvish Oatmeal. I love it.
Skater says, I need to ask more. If I paint with neutral zombie color like on that video that you just sent, what color should the wings be?
Again, whatever color you want. That's the great thing about that. You know, it works
like
if you wanted to do them like kind of a green, dead webbing, grays, if you wanted blue, whatever color you want.
Jason didn't mention it, but I will be giving away my own sub award in this this contest called the
We're going to have staff awards.
Fun Win Paint Time.
We're going to have staff awards. So we can have the people that are there can give away their award for their favorite in show. It's intended to be fun, but also intended to be something that is a very real thing to work towards. There will be cash prizes. I'm not announcing what the cash is right now. I got to figure out the categories and stuff, but I will be doing at least a viewer's choice style award along with best in category for all the categories for cash prizes. So
I'm watching you, chat. I'm looking right at you.
Okay, here we go. Brown transparent over this. You want to zoom in real close?
Oh, yeah, dude.
So you can see how I've over-highlighted the wood, right? It just looks like super high contrast. Why would you paint it this way? Wood doesn't look like that. It's because then you do this.
Oh, Gandalf. Magic and prunes. The power of these transparent paints.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not using it for a wash. It's not meant to glide into the recesses. It's meant to color the entire thing a color. And that our transparent brown has a little tinge, like moves a little bit towards orangish brown and gives it just a really good warmth for wood like that. Right? You can imagine it does the same thing for leather too. But all of that highlighting with the olive flesh keeps the brightness and the contrast underneath this color. And so I'm still going to have all that wood grain pop. This blends all of my shadows and mid layers with the dark umber and light umber together as well to give me just a really good overall feeling for the wood. And it's magic. Do this for leather. You can paint all of it the same way. You can do a different color transparent on some of them than the others. You could add more. You could add green to the brown. Looks really bitchin' for a more mossy kind of driftwood feel. You can play, as you can imagine, all sorts of ways with this by mixing the transparents together and then just thin them way down. This is a lot of water, probably 2 or 3 brush loads of water in the transparent brown here to get it to this level. It lets all of the underpaint colors show through and makes very, very quick work of wood.
There you go. The mo you know.
We know Mo.
Well, chat, Jason, how long are you going?
I think I'm going to do this brown and then I'm done.
See. Grant is saying, oh, Jason, for this clean challenge, right? Can you explain it a little bit more? Could Jason possibly explain what a clean model is for the challenge?
No weathering techniques.
Okay.
No weathering, no dirt. I want to see showroom ready, parade rest, Space Marines. You know, we spend so much time, everybody doing grimdark. What if you couldn't do... Oh, I didn't paint the brighter color on there.
Show us something clean.
Yeah. I want you to paint something clean. That's simple.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
That's my tip for
no
our
weathering,
challenges.
No chipping, no dirt. None of that.
That's right. Make it clean. Paint it clean.
Doesn't have to be a cartoon model. I'm interested more in the storytelling that goes along with you not being able to desaturate your colors and make them look dirty and use chipping as a way to avoid blending and things like that. This will keep you honest, right? How are you going to use those colors and pick really good colors to make it look like, hey, you know, if I paint a tank, that tank's brand new off the showroom floor. You know, if I paint a Space Marine, he's in his parade best, you know, he's all oiled up and clean and no dings and tons of damage and stuff.
Oh, right? He's oiled up.
That's what clean means. No
Yep.
Scratching.
There you go.
Your contrast on your models has to now be different, right? You have to make sure that you can, because sometimes, you know, the way that I show you like panel highlighting on tanks is made, even though I'm not doing effects, it's made to look the tank look dirty and worn. You know, using a brown base layer on white makes the white look dirty. What color do you have to use to make it look clean? Blues, right? Things like that. So, you know, I want you thinking in terms of how do you normally paint when you're painting for war games. When we do stuff like this model, that it's all beaten and dirty and, you know, using an overall dry brush on the whole model to desaturate it all uniformly, that kind of stuff. Those are all techniques to make things look aged. Well, what if I had to paint it like it was brand new? Bad model choice here, but maybe I could do it and really, you know, freak people out by saying, oh, wow, it looks too clean. It would be a very uncanny valley way to paint this guy, because just the sculpt itself with the skulls and everything cries for old, dirty.
Old, dirty. Good stuff, Jason. There you go.
I got this one other piece.
I will, I'll send that. I marked that little bit down. I'll put that in the challenge thing there for you, Grant. So that you have, because I know, and that's my ask to everybody too. Don't overthink the challenges. Don't get too lost in the weeds with it. Just have fun. That's what they're for. That's my pro tip.
He's right.
Just have fun with it.
I'm usually trying to find ways to get you out of your standard process.
Yeah.
And in wargaming, our standard process, more often than not, is to paint stuff like it's dirty. It's very rare that you're painting stuff like it's clean. Imagine Marvel Crisis Protocol painting them all like they just got their super suit brand new.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Sugar Rush, it's painting something clean. We just went over that.
Alrighty.
Philip at Monument says, I'm panicking about the challenge as we speak. Hey, Philip, no. Stop. Don't panic. Don't panic. Have fun.
All right, there you go.
If you're starting to overthink it, you're doing it wrong. That's my TED Talk. I'm sticking to it. Lot more meanness from me this year, chat. Lot more evil. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Evil. Oh, well, so Jason,
We're getting a lot more contrast on it. This guy's a bad representation. Where's that other one that you painted? You didn't bring him back.
Oh, he's in here. I was letting it try.
Yeah, bring a towel. Don't panic. Try this Babel fish. Put this fish in your ear. You will be submitting a bar of soap. If you paint a bar of soap and make it look like a new bar of soap, you will win.
That's a great idea, actually.
Right.
Okay, so explain what you did.
Well, we took the model on the right, and we first what we did is we had to go through and find the areas that were not painted but were the same material as things that were painted. So there's some cloth dangling here on the front and on the sides that on this one we had to paint red and make it match as close to the red that was already painted as we could. I think we did a pretty good job there, right?
Yeah.
There were a couple other things like some of the bones, the skulls. There was a skull that wasn't painted. Right? There probably is something similar on some of these where you just miss some. So you need to go in and find things of similar material and at least get them base coated so that when you're painting them up, that they can start from the same base. And then I went in and I simply matted it down, right? So that we lost the shine. There was a lot of shine on these models. So we put a matte varnish coat on them. And then went in and put a dry brush of, in our case, the bright warm gray over the whole model because it pulls out all the details. You know, you look at this arm and you look at how the coloring is neat, but you can't really see the details. It's very flat, right? You have dark and darker. So we dry brushed it. So now we have a highlight and we turn this, because this is all mid-tone and shadow. There's no highlight on this model. You could say the bone is, but it's not really, right? It's all just mid-tone and shadow across the whole thing. That's what you get when all you do is use speed paint. Speed paint doesn't actually generate highlights. It generates midtones and shadows. Washes generate deeper shadows. So when you do this, you get a good setup for your base tones, which is what I wanted. And then we go in and we find all the brighter colors. So we did the dry brush, pulls out some details there. We'll still do some edge highlighting and brighten it up towards the upper parts. We'll actually darken the bone down with a wash now that we've got the coloring nice. You can see how the speed paint leaves big pools of color over it. So it looks like, this looks like caramel corn to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like how the caramel bunches up. That looks
Yeah.
like caramel corn.
Right.
Right. And I don't like that. I want it to be smoothed out. So he smoothed that out with the bone, got it to where the skulls now use this coloring as a base tone. So it has that warmth underneath in the shadows. And then we put bone over the top and smoothed it out. And then we'll put a wash over that will not clump up like we see here, but give the tonal qualities that we want. We painted the wood, and I've started picking out some of the metallic bits, although they're all, as you can see, they're in very dark magnesium. I am going to go back with silvers and golds, and then we'll tarnish those too. So now it's really just picking out the details like the wraps and all the thing that didn't have any color on it over here, and putting some color on those things, and then finishing touches. Like, I think that in, one really strong session, once we understand what we're doing on this first model, that all the rest of them are just a session of painting. A couple hours per model and you're done. And so now you can take what was an army that, when you look at it on eBay or on Facebook is like, wow, that's a great start. I wish they were fully painted. Now you can be like, oh, I'm going to buy that because Jason showed me that with a quick dry brush and some washes, I can turn them into something that's going to look better on the table. And we still have some work to do, but already we're off to a good start. Even just the dry brush on the ground versus this one makes a huge difference because you see how flat this one is compared to just putting some brightness on the model.
Yep. That looks great.
Right. And so you can choose whatever stage you want to stop at. Some people might want to just do the dry brush and pick out the details like I've done here and call it a quits. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it back up and do some more work on them so that they look better color-wise. But there's some really amazing models like these models, and he's got a really good start. Like the magenta kind of speed paint on this one for all the ethereal stuff I think is a great start. And so we can just simply dry brush that in like pink and get a really good feel. Maybe do some red over it, and then the same thing, the dry brush on the stone here. And these models are going to go really quick. The ones that have much fewer details like this, or even the knights, right, or the foot soldiers, are going to be a whole lot easier because really here there's a little bit of cloth to paint and the face, and a little bit of metal that we can put on them, and so the army will start coming together very quickly. Because even this guy with just a fast dry brush on him is a world better than how they were. For picking out those details with the highlight. And this army especially is ripe for a dry brush because it's all old, beat up, buried in the dirt, dead guys. So the texture you get from dry brushing fits the theme.
I dig it.
Yeah, so I like doing these kinds of things because if you're trying to get into a game, I will always argue the cheapest way to get into models in a game that you may not be 100% sold on is to go buy somebody else's hand-me-downs. Yeah. But those hand-me-downs are always scary because sometimes they're glommed with colors you don't like. I will give Speed Paint World a lot of credit in the fact that it keeps models from being overly caked in the details. They don't give really great coloring all the time if they're just slopped on. They build up in areas like the caramel corn look on the skulls, right? They build up in funky areas and don't look right, but it doesn't build up a lot of actual thickness of paint. We've all seen the meme where the Space Marine with the painted face and the eyes, and you lost all the detail on the model because the paint was so thick. The nice thing here is that this paint didn't obscure any of the details.
Right.
It gives you a really good working point. So as we go off in the future, armies are going to be better and better to buy like that, where somebody just put colors on it real quick so they could have a painted army. You can then make that your army, and all of that beginning work can already be done for you, and it just speeds it up. Number one, building the model. I hate building models, so if I can buy a put-together army like this, even if it has some mold lines and some things that aren't great, I'm okay with it because I'm just trying to get fast paint on them, but I can now do my fast paint, and it makes the whole process a lot quicker. So for you, it might be something that you enjoy. Huzzah!
There you go.
Buy some Pro-Acryl. Check out the site. Give us your money. There. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
That's
You said we're serious business this year.
No, we're all serious business.
Okay. Have no fun. Give us all your money. This is a stick-up. Don't call the cops.
I got you. You like that?
Thank you for hanging out with us. Welcome to the new year. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic New Year and Christmas holiday. We are back at it. So remember, we are doing a giveaway a week. So one random stream day every week will be defined by the day is like upsold.
Perfect.
That's it. Sales
Great.
Genius. Sales genius. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Pro-Acryl.
Oh, buy Pro-Acryl.
Oh, you were talking about giveaway a week.
We're going to be doing a giveaway every week for 52 freaking weeks. Isn't that crazy?
I guess
So all year long, a random day will be picked every week, and Chris and I will just wake up in the morning and say today's the day, and we'll post it on socials saying that today's the day. So you'll know there's a giveaway every week. We won't let you know until the day of the giveaway that it's that day. and we'll just pick stuff, cool stuff. I
figure
plan
it
on
out.
doing a lot of like beginner stuff, like intro paint sets, and maybe a model that we pick, something fun like that.
That could be fun.
Yeah. So we'll see if maybe through the year we can find some partners who
Yeah.
do models that can give us some cool models to give away and all that. But as a loose start, we're just going to be doing some fun paint and get product out there in people's hands. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's just me putting more paint on more models. So love having you here. Love spending time watching paint dry with all of you guys and gals. Welcome in. If you're new around here, please hit the follow button. No matter what platform you're on, we stream live to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick starting at 2 p.m. Monument Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona, Monday through Friday. And we're back on the regular schedule. No more holidays for a while. So, yeah, you'll catch up with us. We'll see us doing the horrible joke thing. Me basically just exasperated the whole show. So it's good. But thanks so much for hanging out. Stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid. So show some love in the chat we wind up in. Enjoy your hobby into the evening. And we'll catch you back here tomorrow at the same time. Adios, gang.